We're about to go live. All right, we'd like to welcome everybody here on senior night as the Pottsville Apaches are hosting a big conference matchup here against the Lamar Warriors. Duran Miller going to step in for Steve tonight. Steve not be able to be with us. Should be back next week, we're hoping. So just thoughts and prayers out to Steve, but we're getting ready to go here as we've got the senior night. They're announcing a few of them. We're going to go ahead and let you see a little bit of that here for a moment, and then we'll get you our pregame coaches show. But we got a big matchup we're excited about as we get things going underway here at Pottsville. We can go ahead and get to the coaches show now. We're going to do it after this, right? Okay. So I'm going to kind of let them just listen to this for a while as they announce these players, these students, seniors out here.
Brother, do you remember your senior night?
Roughly.
Do you?
Yeah. I mean, long. You're talking. It'll be 25 years. No, it's 24 years.
Yeah.
Right now, so.
That's
you went to Morrilton, right?
Yeah. I'm an old Morrilton Devil Dog, and mine has been 43 years.
Wow.
So
right.
It's been a while, but I still remember it.
Oh yeah. Right. I didn't have a senior. I didn't play in high school.
Okay.
So,
okay. All right.
So I didn't have a senior night when you're talking about just senior. But I remember being a senior in school.
Oh yeah.
And I remember senior night and different things going on. But I was not playing any longer at that year. So,
well, I know the night's a big night for these guys. Yeah, Justin remembers his senior night.
Yeah.
20 years ago, right on this spot.
Yeah.
Right
How many
here.
years ago, Justin?
20. Shut up. The field looks a lot better than it did back
Yeah.
then. let me tell you.
They didn't even have high school yet, did they? When you graduated, were you all the
No,
first
that
year?
was our first
year.
year.
That's what I was thinking.
Our
2001-ish.
2003. Our star
Oh,
player
wow.
was Brad Helton. He had 9 kickoff returns for touchdowns in 7 games, and he was Arkansas Special Teams Player of the Year his only year to ever play football.
Nice. That's impressive.
His sons are coming up right now, and I can't wait.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So, in other words, we're all owed up here in the booth, and.
Yep. There you
But
go.
yeah, like Jim's alluding to, though, if you're a player, if you're a cheerleader, a band member, you're going to remember your senior night forever. It's something you're not ever going to forget, no matter how many years it's been.
Yeah,
it's
cross
just,
country. I think they had their cross country. I started writing them down, and I don't know if they're recognizing the golf team, volleyball team, but I know for sure cross country, band, cheerleaders, and, of course, football players, and I know it's really big for them.
Yeah, let's talk about this matchup a little bit as we kind of kill some time here. We've we got Lamar coming to town. They're limping in off a 20-13 loss to Mayflower last week, which was, we know Mayflower's a pretty good team this year. They really stepped it up, but everybody most people had Lamar kind of winning that game, and come to find out they had quite a few injuries. One of their star running backs, Jarrett Dalton, number 44, who's a senior for them, played a lot of football over at Lamar. He's out. We don't know if he's going to be out for the year, but all things tell us right now that he's more than likely not playing tonight. That's kind of how the coaches hinted about. But they do get number 40 back. Now, number 40 is just a sophomore. That's Kaz Krotz. He's a 6'1", 200-pound sophomore.
Wow.
And he's a stud. He couldn't go last week against Mayflower either.
Wow.
And they lost one of their starting corners a couple weeks ago, I believe. And that's, let me find his name, Noah Gleasing, another senior. So they kind of been injury-riddled a little bit of late, but we know this Lamar team still got a lot of good talent. And like I say, Kaz Krotz is back. So that's going to help them kind of get things going again tonight. So hopefully Pottsville coming off that just a huge heartbreaker last week. Last second, run out of time.
Oh.
It was hard to watch. We watched the end of the game. We were at the Arkansas Sports Network Game of the Week, Bismarck and Glen Rose. We got done a little before y'all. And we turned it on, and we actually got to watch. When we turned it on, it was right when CAC fumbled. Pottsville got the ball. We got to see that whole drive.
Wow.
And, and that's the good thing about the Arkansas Sports Network and the rest of the Sports Network, same thing. Even if you're at the game watching and you miss a play, you go to the concession stand or the bathroom or whatever, just rewind it. You can watch it back. And,
Absolutely.
See what happened. You can't tell. Did he really fumble there? Do you think the ball was out? Go back and look. That's something that we that's part of why we do this, kind of giving y'all a better look at these high school kids and getting them more opportunities to kind of be in the spotlight and get some recruiting chances. Hopefully, that's the big deal.
Well, you said it. And by the way, welcome to the broadcast booth. By the way, it's good having you here at John Needham Stadium. We know that Steve is out under the weather, had a little heart episode this week, and I talked to him right before I come up to the press box tonight. I had a chance to call him, and doctor's orders, he can't watch the game tonight because
he can't even watch it.
Well, he said that he might go back. Thank goodness you're going to able to go back and watch it, but he said he wouldn't be able to watch it tonight.
Right.
But he said that he would be thinking about us, and so it ought to be a great night here at John Needham Stadium. As far as this ball game, you're right about Lamar. Lamar, no matter who is on that field,
they're tough.
They are tough. Those
Well
kids
coached.
are just tough. And they've always been that way, and it's always been a good matchup.
Yes.
Between the Pottsville Apaches and Lamar, whether we're
in
Lamar or whether we're at John Needham Stadium.
And last year, that was a huge victory for Pottsville at the last second. I think they won that game on the last play, if I remember correctly.
With our backup quarterback, Jaden Harris, who was wearing number 29, which now Jaden is actually he's wearing number 6, and he's one of our best receivers that we have, and he's also plays in the defensive secondary. So, but yeah, last year, man, what a game that was. And that is don't think Lamar has not forgot about that. I mean, so they're coming in here tonight with vengeance.
Oh yeah, they definitely are. And Lamar started out hot this year, and really moving up and down the polls throughout the state, and Pottsville kind of done the same thing. Pottsville started out with Elkins, but other than that, they took care of business after week. Of course, the loss last week, but I mean, losing to that CAC team, that I called it last year. I did Dover and CAC at CAC. That was when the quarterback was a sophomore, and they had a lot of those sophomore wide receivers. They were freshmen, and they were playing already. Yeah. And I was like, man, this might be the best offense. Now, not defense, but it might be the best offense in the conference next year, and I believe it is.
I believe you're right.
And I believe that next year's going to be even better for them. But this Pottsville team is loaded, and y'all got a good defense to go with a good offense.
Yeah.
And you got a lot of juniors and sophomores trickled in there with the seniors, and I think the future's bright for the next couple of years here at minimum.
Well,
at Pottsville.
It is. There's a senior that's about they're going to start with the football seniors just in a moment. And there's one young man that they're number 2, Bo Ade, and our defense goes through Bo Ade. And so he's about to be announced. But Bo has really been the anchor on that defense. And, of course, as you know, our offense runs through number 15, the quarterback, Miller Mahan. But we've
got a great first name.
Oh, boy, I tell you, Miller Mahan. What about that? It's kind of like it kind of reminds me of this great, this great sports broadcaster named Jerron Miller.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Jerron Miller.
Jerron Miller.
I know it's a hard one.
I know. I call you Jerron. Hey, listen.
I mean, that's such a good name. I almost named my son Miller.
Really?
But his last name's already that. So,
Miller?
I couldn't do that. People, this is a funny story. I tell this every once in a while. I used to work with a guy right out of high school, and his name, I met him, and he was a coworker, and his name was Willie Williams Jr. And I'm like, did your parents really do that? Their dad did that to them, and then they did it again,
Wow.
But everybody called him Junior, of course. But that's tough. I couldn't do that to nobody for sure.
Well, there's big number 2, Bo Ade, and his mom and dad,
Yes.
and I know they're awful proud of him.
So when we started this whole thing, the Arkansas Sports Network, Russell Sports Network, Pottsville was our first stream, and that's what really started everything. And that's why we're still here, and it's been an amazing journey so far. But Bo Ade, I'm pretty sure I remember doing him in baseball. Did he not play baseball?
I believe so.
Unless there was another Ade. You know what I'm thinking of, too? I'm thinking of his sister on the basketball court.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Lindsay Ade.
Lindsay was one heck of a player.
And there's another guy that's really been big on the offensive side for us and defensive side. That is number 24 for the Pottsville Apaches. That is, his name just skipped me. I can't
Eli
think.
Atkins.
Eli Atkins, number 24. And Eli, I'm telling you, man, he's had just a great year. And speaking of Lindsay Ade, here coming up on November the 4th, yours truly, I get to officiate her wedding.
Oh, wow.
She's marrying a guy by the name of Brent Brown, and we got their wedding coming up. I'm very excited for them.
Yeah, hooray for her for scheduling right in the middle of deer and football season.
Yeah. So my anniversary is Sunday, and
Oh, well.
I must have been watch, what do you call it, Twitter-pated when you watch Bambi? I don't know what was going on, but I decided, and I'm as big a Razorback fan you'll meet, and I'm a big deer hunter, and we decided to get married on October 15th. And I know why it happened, because my sister owned her own photography studio, and that was the weekend she could do it because we were trying to go about a month out. But I still to this day, I'm like, what was I thinking every year, Not that I'm married, but that it's always we seem like we're always at deer camp for muzzleloading every year. So we always celebrate it,
before,
a few
after,
days before, a few days after. But no, that's awesome to hear. And,
that's one of our big linemen there, Blake Chenoweth, and number 56 with his mom and dad. Very proud of him. And there's Mr. Colton Cole, number 22, and he's a big player too. We're awful proud of him.
Always love them double numbers.
Yeah, and then you've got coming up next is Antoine Collins, and man, he has really been a spark this year here playing for the Pottsville Apaches.
Looks like a pretty good sized senior class.
Yeah, we're going to lose some of the players like all these guys right now. I mean, they're all starters. Some of them play both ways, and so. But you got a good. Hey, listen, ninth graders last night had their first loss, and it was against Lamar at Lamar. But they are one-loss junior high team right now.
That's impressive, and I remember these juniors right now when they were in junior high a couple years ago. They were winning everything. I want to say maybe they lost to Dardanelle once, but that was about it. Yeah, bright things going on for sure for the next few seasons here at Pottsville.
We were talking about the big receiver, number 6, Jaden Harris, who actually was he was our player of the game last year at Lamar, quarterback and wearing number 29. And but Jaden Harris just played lights out. He's our backup quarterback. You wouldn't expect him to, and he just took control of the game and put the Apaches on his shoulder and willed them to win. Of course, he had a lot of help. But Jaden is one of these kids that just a great young man, great mom and dad. And I know he's going to do great things in his life.
Stadium is getting pretty packed.
It is. Senior night, man.
Had a lot to cheer for this year, and of course, senior night always brings out everybody as well. But man, good things going on here at Pottsville.
Yeah, there he is, and if you look across the way too,
Lamar.
I mean, hey, you got some people that drove up either 64 or I-40 to come, and so you got a pretty good crowd from Lamar tonight, and so we want to welcome those to John Needham Stadium. And
yeah, I know a lot of their East crew they have over there. They're on the roof right now filming.
Yeah,
doing their broadcast. Matt Little, he runs that program over there. Good guy. We did a 3A state tournament there last year in basketball, and we met that whole crew. They helped us along the way, and we actually hired one of them. He's in college now at Tech, but he works with us with the ASN crew that we go to the Game of the Weeks every week. He's right now in Mansfield as we're doing Boonville and Mansfield tonight.
Awesome. Is that where
That's
Brad's at
Nate
tonight?
Sparks, yes.
Yeah,
Brad Caldwell, Aaron Powers, Jim Moody has been coming out with us the last few weeks, doing some sideline camera. But Nate Sparks is our producer this season, and for a young kid, they do a lot. The school websites, most are websites, but the school programs like the AV program, they do a pretty good job. But we get a little bit to the next level of more invasive type of things. And Nate's really come along well for being about 6 games in now. He's doing a great job.
That's good.
And he talks about Matt Little all the time. He's been a great mentor to him. So I know he's doing a great job with those Lamar kids in that program. You got number 3 here.
Yeah, that's Draxton Mediato. And, man, he has really played well on special teams this year for the Pottsville Apaches. He was so close to blocking a PAT there at box site. His dad was right. We were broadcasting from the stands.
That would have been a big one too.
And oh man, it would have. But but we come up big and won the game. But yeah, number 3 is going to be missed. And big number 31 for the Pottsville Apaches. That is Austin Mullinex, and he has contributed as well on special teams this year.
Good size on all these kids. It seems like. Excuse me. Peterson.
Yeah, number 65. Had a chance to visit with his dad some doing the, I believe it was doing the box site game in the stands, and another good young man and definitely going to be missed.
So I'm looking at the roster here. The last Pottsville game I did was the Arkansas Sports Network Game of the Week. We had or I might have been filling in for Steve that night. It might have been just a regular Pottsville broadcast. It was Fountain Lake and Pottsville in basketball, and that was when y'all had like 5 landings.
Yeah,
and I'm looking across the roster, and I only see 2, so I'm a little. I feel, I can take a little bit of a breath here.
I think the mamas looked out of the same baby book, to name their babies,
Landon was a big deal. Yeah. I don't know if their parents made them watch Michael Landon with Little House on the Prairie when they were growing up, or what happened.
Well, it very well could have been.
It's funny. I actually had a cousin named Michael Landon. That was his first and middle name. His last name was different, but.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
Did we talk about 17 yet, Mr. Ashton? Yeah, I'm gonna let you handle that one.
Portamani.
I think that's.
Portamani.
I wouldn't have said that. I said something else.
But he has contributed some too on special teams. All these seniors have played in some capacity, and so we're awful proud of them and representing their families, representing themselves, representing their school, representing the community. It's just so great. And there's big number 4, Logan Tatro, and Logan has been another guy that has played some on both sides of the ball. He's also served very well on special teams for us. And Justin, we've called his number quite a bit, hadn't we?
Yeah, quite a few.
Yeah. And last but not least, that's big number 52 for the Pottsville Apaches. And that is Jackson Williams. And all these guys have contributed. And so hats off to them. And as we were saying just a minute ago, these guys, they will remember senior night, but what will make it more memorable is a win.
Oh, yeah.
Is a win.
For sure.
So we want to play our game tonight. It's going to be an emotional, because I guarantee you the rest of these guys that are like 76 there who's handing the ball off right now, that is Cade Lackey. And, he's got another year. Mm-hmm. But he just handed the ball off to his buddy. And these players pick who's going to hand the ball off to them. And usually they're one of the best friends or somebody they've lined up with. So these guys that are juniors, they're going to be playing lights out for these seniors.
Right.
And the seniors are going to remind them about it tonight. So it ought to be a great ball game here at John Needham Stadium.
All right. So there you got your senior night. We've got a coach's interview. Are you going to get to that now?
Yeah, we're going to hit a few ads, and then we'll get the coach's interview. I'll be back in a few minutes.
All right, we'll be back.
Every one of us starts out as a wide-eyed recruit, myself included. If I could go back, I'd tell that kid, get ready. You're going to serve alongside some amazing people. They're going to become like family to you. And together, you'll see them do things that will help change the world, that'll change you. One day, you're going to look up and be a better you. And this nation will be better for it too. I'm General Dave Goldfein. Come join us. Your nation is waiting.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to the Pottsville Apaches Coaches Show. I'm clearly not Steve. He is out sick right now, so we'd appreciate y'all's thoughts and prayers for him. Hope he comes back soon, because I'm a poor substitute for him. Coach, how we doing this week?
Good. It's been a little rough, but again, when you play this game and coach this game, it's you're going to have moments of greatness and moments of failure, and didn't turn out the way we wanted to last Friday.
No, sir, but I will say one thing about those boys. It was a great game played, and I applaud their effort start to finish. They never gave up. They never quit, and that's what you're looking for in a team.
Oh, absolutely. Our guys, they play hard and, have a lot of heart and fire about them. And, we played till the bitter end. And again, CAC's a really, really talented team.
They're really good.
And again, we are too. And, we kind of came out short end of the stick. I felt like in the first half, defensively, we were kind of, some of those guys came over and, kind of deer in headlights a little bit. And you prepare all week for, trying to create the tempo they have. And there's fast. And again, I thought we did a great job with it, and it just took us a little while to adjust, and especially, going into it, I felt like we kind of had, 2 or 3 different things we were going to do, giving them, of course, if you're a D1 quarterback, a Power 5 quarterback recruit, you're a talented kid, and we're going to give them a bunch of different looks as much as we could, and and it felt like it, through the first half, we kind of gave up some big plays and things like that. And, as we settled in the second half, we started playing a little bit more press coverage with a little bit over the top. And, we kind of started getting them out of the rhythm a little bit. So, they scored 30 in the first half and only had 2 scores in the second half. So felt like we did a good job adjusting, but, it was a little too late. And they kind of let them get ahead of us in the first half and things like that. And so, again, you kind of go back and you learn from it and hopefully it makes you better.
Yeah, I hope that's what the boys take away from it, because they were down a few people. You had a few out last week due to injury, and hopefully they're good to come back this week. But they weren't at full strength last week, and they still went out there and competed as good as anybody could have asked of them.
Well, and this time of year, it's I'm not going to whine and cry about kids being injured, because this time of year it's everywhere. If anybody's 100% at this point, we hadn't been playing very hard.
Yeah.
And in this conference, every week you've got a battle.
Yes,
we're a bunch of teams that are very similar, so it makes for really, really good Friday night games. And
it's been a fun season.
It has, and every week and on a player and a coach it's tough, because there's no moments of rest, and your preparation has to be so good, and you got to be on every day of practice, every day game. It's a lot of pressure, and these kids have really responded to it, and again, feel like our guys really want to be great, and after that first game of the year where things really didn't happen very well for us, they had some rough times, and from that point on, our guys have responded and just gotten better every week, and I feel like it's still, offensively we performed well. But at the same time, at the end of that game, we had some opportunities and just kind of didn't get it where we needed to get in the end.
So looking ahead to Lamar this week, they're a good football team. They make no mistake about it. They play good defense. They play good offense. They don't make many mistakes. Mm-hmm. How's the game plan look for this week? Boys ready?
Oh yeah. I think it's one of the things against Lamar. If we have a in-conference rivalry, it's Lamar. They've been with us for 4 years now, and once they moved back up from 3A, and we've had some good battles every year. And again, it doesn't take much, when you get that rivalry with somebody. Our guys are, going. The biggest thing, the fear I have is, it's one of those things where we've ran the dead tee and we've ran the flex bone for a while, so. Mm-hmm. I know how tough it is defensively to get prepared for that. And, the last time we played somebody that's a run-heavy team like this was Harmony Grove. Mm-hmm. And so, just that style, I saw it last night in the junior high game. We've played so many spread teams now that you get used to defending spread, and now you have to turn around and defend smash mouth right at you. Stuff hits so much quicker, and all that kind of stuff. It's a whole different ball game, and you can't create that either in practice. Nope. So it's one of those things where we're going to have to get in the flow of the game pretty early and maintain from there. So definitely one of those things where from a preparation standpoint, it makes it tough on a team. You can say it and say it and say it, but till you get out there and start playing, they're not going to understand it totally.
Our last week, our boys had some pretty long touchdown runs. It was some of the longest of the season we've seen so far, and fast, great, hard running plays. Going against Lamar, they see the run all the time. Can we use the pass to open up the run in this game?
Well, I think that's the great thing about us this year. We do both really effectively, and as the season has progressed, we've gotten better and better. And again, whenever you can do both, from a defensive standpoint, you can't load up. I think in the past, Lamar would have 8 guys in the box, or seven or 8 guys. Yeah, and like I said, box out came out and tried that, but again, I think that helps us, in their preparation, because they know we can effectively throw the ball. They know we can effectively run the ball. So they've got to prepare for both, and we got to they got to stay honest. They can't cheat on us a little bit. So it gives us a shot to really maintain.
Mm-hmm. Well, we stole one from Lamar last year, I believe. I know we went into that game. They were expecting to beat us. I heard it all week from my Lamar friends. Their boys were ready to play, and we went in there and we took one from them at their place.
Sure.
Well, we got to defend our place this time, and I think our boys can do it, Coach. They've shown that they can come back from adversity in the next game and not let it show that they lost the previous game at all. Don't let it show in their play on the field, and that's what I'm expecting from our boys today.
Absolutely. It's one of those things.
What is it?
Tyler Riley and Air Force.
Okay. Want to thank Tyler Riley and Air Force for bringing us the coaches show, and we cut that just a hair short. Is they got done with senior day, and we thought they might put a few minutes extra on the clock. They didn't. We're ready for football. Lamar is going to get the ball first as Pottsville gets ready to kick this one off.
That's big number 9 for the Apaches that's doing the kickoff. That is Will Sutterfield.
Good kick.
They're saved by number 2, Lane Miller. Miller's a good basketball player as well, got a lot of athleticism. He's going to take it up over the middle of the field and gets up to about the 27-yard line. Looks like they'll mark them at the 28 is where we're going to start. So 1st and 10 for the Lamar Warriors. We'll see a lot of wing tee football tonight.
Duran, we will, but I can promise you this, you're going to see a lot of number 2, Bo Ade, on the defensive side. Our defense runs through him, so he's going to be the guy to watch for tonight.
All right. Lamar coming up to the ball here. Big personnel in. They got, looks like, 1 tight end to the right. They got a couple H-backs in the backfield, 3 H-backs. Well, a couple of those I call wing backs.
Yep.
And then you got your lone fullback is what you call them in the wing tee.
Tiny back and the very back.
Yep, that's the fullback. If that's 44, he's back. They're going to toss this one on a little wingback toss. He's going to get ripped down after about a 5-yard gain. That was number 21 on the carry for Lamar, Mr. Caden Woods, who's a junior.
Yeah, that was for the Apaches. That was number 40, Tate Cobb, coming in from the nose tackle position to make that tackle. And we'll call Tate's number quite a bit. He's really stepped up playing on both sides of the ball, nose guard and fullback on offense.
So pick up a 6. We're going to have 2nd and 4 at the 34. They're going to hand this off in a little sweep action. Number 1 around the left side. He makes one-man miss, picks up the first down. He's up to the 40. A lot of speed that time from Zayden Rogers on the sweep, 6 foot 150 sophomore.
Wow. You were right about the speed on this Lamar Warrior team. They are quick.
Gets the ball just a hair short of the 40. We'll give him the 40. Pickup of 6 on the play. Good run from Rogers. Same formation basically every time so far. This time it's a little dive play up the middle. It's stuffed. Good defense from the Pottsville Apaches. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage at best.
Yeah, that was number 25, Caleb Stansel, leading the charge there. The Apaches making the tackle. And
they give him a yard on forward progression there. Did you see the number? It was the fullback. I'll get it here in a second.
I do want to give a shout out to the Pottsville football team. They're wearing their pink tonight in honor of breast cancer awareness, along with the cheerleaders wearing pink bows and pink pom-poms. Tribute to all those that are battling breast cancer.
So 2nd and 9 from the 41. Hand it off a little, come around the end, up the middle, in the A-B gap there, and
number 21.
21 on the handoff. And going to get a minimal gain. He gets 2 up to the 43. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 7. Almost got a jump there. They weren't set. No one snapped it. So here we go again. They get the play in. Quarterback looking at his wristband. He's ready to go. It's going to be a delayed handoff on the wingback coming around. That's 21 again. He's going to be real close, kind of hand fighting there. ends up getting the first down all the way into Pottsville Apache territory at the 49-yard line.
You know, that's a bad thing when you're playing up tight like that and you got everybody in the box. If you turn the corner, you're going to have about 10 yards, and that's exactly what the running back for Lamar found that time.
So 1st and 10 at the Pottsville 49, and I work at Walmart DC is my real job. I just do this for fun. But I know a lot of Lamar people. I know a lot of Pottsville people as well, and they've been telling me about how they 3 yards in a cloud of dust all year. And that's a nice toss off to the running back. That's Rogers. He breaks free. One man to beat. He gets slowed down. He's still on his feet. That is unreal. He gets down inside the 15-yard line. A huge pickup from Rogers. And, man, he just kind of busted through the middle there, and it was wide open, part of the Red Sea for a moment.
I'm telling you.
And they did a good job of getting back on him and finally getting him down. But he made it tough on him all the way down to looks like the 13-yard line.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it was almost Miller Mahan-esque just a little bit, trying to find a handle on Rogers. My goodness, what a run by number 1 for the Lamar Warriors.
Pickup of 36 on the play. Another little toss to the wing back, 21 this time, the man that picked up the first down. Much better job defensively this time for the Apaches. He gets a yard. Ball's on a 12-yard line.
You know, this type of offense, we have not really faced it this year as far as lining up in that T formation or that wing T formation, and it's hard to stop.
Yeah, it's something that if you're not used to seeing it, you got to really spend a lot of time on it to figure it out.
Well, and that's why Pottsville, when we line up in the dead tee, it's hard to stop us too with a lot of these teams.
It's going to be Rogers again. He's strung out. Much better job defensively this time. Pottsville was ready for that one. Was that number 4, one of the first men there? Or was
I think it was.
Number 2 possibly. Yep, you're right. It's 4. And good job from him to turn him back in. That's number 4 is Logan Tatro.
Yeah, and then 2 was out there too. And, of course, that is the guy we've been talking about, Senior Bowl 8A.
And he lost 2 yards on that play. 3rd and 7. I'm sorry, 3rd and 11. Or is it 10? Okay. I apologize. 3rd and 10. Loss of 1. Right. I have to say that, not you. Here we go. He's going to roll out. He's looking to pass. He's got a man. He's running to the corner, but he's getting pressured. Going to try to take off and run. He makes a couple men miss, but he's finally cleaned up by number 56 for the Apaches, Mr. Blake Chenoweth. Yeah. One of them seniors out there getting it done on 3rd down.
Yeah, senior captain tonight, Blake Chenoweth, coming across in pursuit, making the tackle for the Apaches, and it's going to bring up 4th down. And we were watching them doing the pregame kick field goals, and they have a great field goal kicker. So this don't surprise me.
Yeah, they normally do. The last few years, they've really had some good kickers at Lamar. And there's been a crew of brothers as well over there. It's number 6. What's his name? We've got Lewis Balmer. That's what I was about to say. They're the Balmer boys. And that one looks like it's through the up. No, they're going to say it's no good.
It looks like it hit the top of the upright.
Wow. So no good. First possession, they take almost 6 minutes off the clock in 5 minutes, 21 seconds. But unsuccessful. Pottsville defense bent. They didn't break, though.
Yep.
Missed the field goal. So here come the Apaches and Miller Mahan and Company with their first opportunity. We got the sponsors up for you, the local sponsors. Always Tyson. I want to thank them. Roy's Heating and Air, McNeely Plumbing, The Granite Shop, and Tyler Riley at RVR Incorporated. Thank you. Who else?
Heirloom Legal.
Oh, Heirloom Legal as well. Heirloom in with this from the get-go. Big-time sponsor. We appreciate them. Handoff over the right side.
Number 40, I believe that's Tate Cobb.
Yep. And he gets a 6-yard pickup, bring up 2nd and 4.
You know these kids are tough. When you have a series, you play at nose tackle, and then you come out first, and you're the first person to hand the ball to. Tate Cobb is a good one, and he's a tough one.
Ball on the Apache 26, 2nd and 4. Going to hand it off on the dive up the middle. Oh, they faked it. Quarterback kept it around the end. I got faked out. Miller Mahan, he's going to get up to the 30. And they're going to go ahead and call it a first down. Pick up a 4 on the play.
Well, Mr. Miller, welcome to the to the press box, because Miller Mahan's been doing that to us all year long. He has faked all of us out.
Right. That's you got to have that. If you're running a wing tee or a dead tee or any kind of misdirection, really any offense, in my opinion, you got a good quarterback that can sell a fake. Man, you can really have some big plays off of it, especially once you start doing the play action and getting in that passing game. Spreading it out this time. He's popped immediately and a rip down. Big-time play from number 4, Lamar. Mr. Will Sanderson come through there free. He's only listed 5'5", 185. He's one of those quick twitch guys that likes to get inside those A-gaps.
I thought he was 6'7" that time with
Right,
4.4 speed. I mean, my goodness.
He looked like, what was the old South Carolina defensive end that blew up that Michigan guy years ago?
Yeah, Clowney.
Yeah.
Javion Clowney.
Davion Clowney.
Yeah.
And he was in there in a heartbeat. Man, tried to power through it and get that throw off it. He got a hold of that jersey and got him down. Yeah. Loss of 2 on the play. Bring up 2nd and 12.
Yeah, this Lamar defense side, they've come to play.
Did you see the number on the carry that time?
I believe it was number 40. I believe that was Tate Cobb.
Yeah, Cobb. So we're going to have 3rd and 9 after the 3-yard pickup by Cobb. Ball's on the 31-yard line. Need to get it to the 40 for a first down. Man in motion, that's number 24. Oh, right H-back might have been moving, but they're going to hit that H-back up the seam. He had a man to miss. He's at the 40. He got to get past 27. He's going to get him down, but he's all the way to the 30-yard line. Number 18?
No.
Oh, number 10.
Kobe Stevenson.
Kobe Stevenson. He looked good.
Hey, last night, Kobe Stevenson, his sister was Student of the Month for the high school, and I had a chance to talk to Kobe. Kobe has been dealing with an injury on his shoulder, but I asked him, I said, hey, what kind of pregame meal do you eat? And he told me seven Oreo cookies. 7 Oreo cookies. I said, do you dip them in milk? And he says, yes, but 7's my best number. He said, that is God is faithful. And I said, okay.
If you eat 8, you get too bogged down.
Yeah, that's
if you eat
it.
6, you ain't got enough energy. So now we got a pistol formation. They spread it out the last couple plays. Mahan, little option. He's going to keep up the middle, breaks the tackle. He's got a first down inside the 20, about the 18-yard line. Miller Mahan doing work, 11-yard gain.
Yeah, that's the Miller Mahan that we have watched all year long. And that time he didn't fake us out. We were able to watch him, but a good run by number 15. And you can see Lamar doing this drive here. You got some of their guys on defense with the hands on the hips already, and that's what we want to see. We got to win that line of scrimmage.
Yep, another McNeely Plumbing first down, back-to-back on the last 2 plays for the Apaches. Pistol formation. We've got 4 wide with an H-back close on the right side. They're going to hand it to the running back right up the middle. He's getting inside the 10, dumped at the 9, 10-yard line. That's number 40 for Pottsville, Mr. Tate Cobb. Cobb, it's his second pretty good run. He had a 3-yarder and a 6-yarder to start the game.
Yep. Cobb is definitely a workhorse for us. And actually he came in next man up when Trip Price hurt his hand and not able to carry the ball at fullback.
So another McNeely Plumbing first down, 3 in a row. And they gave him 10 on that. I guess they marked it from I had it at the 8 or the 18, but I guess he was more like the 19 and got all the way down. First and go at the 9. Jumped off sides here. They're going to get a free 5.
Yeah.
All the way down, first and go at the 5 now.
You know, something that we haven't had this series or in the first possession here. We haven't had all the penalties against us. Last week, 13 penalties in the first half against Pottsville.
Wow. So back in a dead tee. They're going to hand it off to Cobb up the right side, A-gap. He gets pushed back after he got about a yard or 2. I think they'll probably give him the 3 here. Let's see where they put it down officially.
I'm trying to see where they're
maybe just a 4. They're going to give him 1 yard for Mr. Cobb. So bring up second and go at the 4 now. Pottsville really needs to punch this ball in here. Don't want to see them kind of like Lamar did on their drive. They got shut down there at the end, missed a field goal. We'll see if Pottsville can get it done. Got a man in motion. They're going to hand it off to Dive. He's going to just turn around, churn them legs. His lineman help him out. He gets all the way in the end zone.
Yeah,
Mr. Tate Cobb.
Yeah, Tate Cobb, and I believe it was Blake Chenoweth, and also number 75, that's Connor Mitchell. Those guys were giving the push to the fullback.
So a 4-yard touchdown from Tate Cobb, and that's an heirloom Eagle touchdown for Mr. Cobb, and what a great job. Pottsville successful on their first drive. All kind of blew open once you had that big pass play from McNeely to number 10, Colby Stevenson. It kind of got it going.
Yeah, that was number 9. That's Will Sutterfield with the point after touchdown, and it's good.
7-0. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back right after this, right here on the Arkansas Sports Network.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pod. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
And we're back here at John Needham Stadium. The Pottsville Apaches have a 7-0 lead over the Lamar Warriors in this conference matchup. Both teams have had one possession. Lamar goes down. They miss a field goal. Pottsville gets it on the 20, and they drive down the field methodically for the most part, other than the big, I think it was 36-yarder to Stevenson. But now Lamar on the kick return. He's going to bring it up over the 30-yard line. They'll get it started about the 31.
That was number 17. Well, no, that was number 2, the ball carrier for Lamar. Lane Miller. There's another Miller. We got Millers everywhere.
Right. Yeah, Lane Miller, I've seen him, caught a few basketball games when Lamar was involved, and he can get up. He can jump out of the gym a little bit. Very athletic. Figure he's listed as a wide receiver, and that's probably a really good spot for him. They don't throw it enough, though.
Yeah.
Lamar, when they throw it, it's something different going on. But they do good with it a lot of times because teams are just caught off guard.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go, wing T formation, dive play up the middle. Going to pick up about 3 on the play eventually. So body's clear down there. They're going to get them up to the 33, pick up a 2.
Braxton Johnson in there for the Apaches on the tackle.
Handoff was to Krotz, number 40. Both number 40s, the main ball carriers for both teams. Oh, we got a fumble. Pottsville's right there with one Warrior. I think Pottsville has it. They do. The referees agree with them. And that's a huge turnover. That's something that Lamar has had some issues with at times this year. And when you run this type of offense, that really sets you back. The defense for Lamar is going to have to come out and really be big right here because Pottsville now with a great opportunity to go down here and score again and get up 2 possessions. Yeah. Going to take over at the 32-yard line.
I couldn't tell. Was that Bo Ade with the fumble recovery? It looked like it. They were in a pile. Couldn't tell who came up with it, though.
Mahan going to fake the dive. He's going to break over the right side. He's free. He's going to the corner. He's in. Miller Mahan's going to rip that one for 32 yards and a touchdown as the Pottsville Apaches take a 13-0 lead. Heirloom legal touchdown that time for Mr. Mahan.
That's how you set the tone.
Back-to-back touchdowns.
Wow.
Offensively, 2 plays, 2 touchdowns.
Well, you know, whoever wins the turnover war, sometimes that will determine the outcome of the ball game, and Pottsville has won it so far.
And number 9 on the kick, and it's good. Will Sutterfield, 14-0 Apaches. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back right after this right here on the Arkansas Sports Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, just like the Apaches give their all on the field, Tyler Riley at River Valley Realty goes the extra yard for you. Experienced, dedicated, skilled, and ready to tackle your real estate goals head on. So when you're ready to make a move that's a guaranteed touchdown, don't fumble that opportunity. Connect with Tyler today, 479-970-5079. Again, that's Tyler Riley at 479-970-5079. And let's go.
All right, we're back here at John Needham Stadium, 14-0 Pottsville Apaches. Cheerleaders are throwing, what do we got, T-shirts?
Yeah, we got T-shirt. You know, we're looking for a softball cheerleader with a
Yes,
good arm
come on now.
to make it up here.
Get one up here. Now,
Well, listen,
they're
that
all
will be
gone
your
already.
gift for joining the booth tonight.
Right.
Yeah. But I've been doing this for a number of years.
You haven't got one yet?
And I haven't got one yet. Got close.
We were at Bismarck last week, and they were throwing footballs. And they got one that was like, it was coming to us. And then all of a sudden, it just caught a gust of wind, and it just died like a duck. We were let down. It's a short kickoff this time. Fielded around the 31. He gets it up to about the 37. Might have a Apache slow to get up here.
Let's see who that is.
It looks, is that number 2, 8A?
No.
No, it's got 2 numbers at least. 20-something, I think. Let's see exactly what's going on with them. I think it's a lower leg injury. Number 25.
That is Stansel.
Justin got the binoculars out for us.
Yeah, that is Caleb Stansel.
Caleb Stansel.
And that is Megan, the trainer with Arkansas Sports Medicine and Therapy, or they're at River Valley. She and
2004 graduate.
And the crew, 2004 graduate, by the way, and but she does a good job. But hopefully, maybe it's just a cramp. I'm hoping it's not more than that.
Yeah, pretty cool night early in the game. Hopefully you're right, which cramps, they don't have to be hot. You could just be dehydrated or muscle failure from some other reason.
Yeah. All right, Caleb's up.
Pulled
That's
up pretty good here. Yeah, he's walking off on his own volition. I think he's probably going to be all right.
Yeah.
He got rolled up.
Yeah, he's grabbing kind of that lower ankle. Those are scary. You ever get rolled up by somebody?
Yeah.
I got rolled up in an alumni game as a 38-year-old, and I thought my leg was going to pop. Dude, I was scared to death, and I got lucky, real lucky. I limped for like a week, but
I think that's why
I got lucky.
I think that's why I just had knee replacement surgery after 43 years. It finally caught up with me.
We're not as flexible as we used to be. That's for sure.
I've never been flexible.
Here we go. Lamar on the end around, a little sweep action. That's their favorite play. Rogers has been their big play go-to so far tonight. He gets a good gain. Looks like got a flag. It might be a late hit. There's something going on down there on that sideline. Let's see the official call.
I think it was number 2 on the tackle, but I don't know. Don't know why the flag was called. It could have been maybe he got a face mask.
They're still talking about it. Now the white hat's coming in. Let us know.
Yeah, let's see what Mr. Whitehat has to say.
I think it's going to be. I think they talk to Lamar coach first, and that's usually a bad sign for the Oh, yeah. It's going to be on Pottsville and 15 yards. Late hit, going out of bounds. It's going to move the ball all the way to the 43-yard line of Pottsville.
Yeah. Anytime Bo A-Day hits you, it looks like a personal foul. That's how hard he hits you. But that one, I think he got there a little bit late.
Up the middle this time, very minimal gain. And that's Lamar football. If you've watched them the last few years, that's part of that wing tee, that die play. They're going to keep running it. No matter if they only get 1 or 2. They do so many other things off of it. They got to keep the defense honest with it. And I know I got a lot of Lamar friends, and they complain about it. Just run up the middle, run up the middle. But then you'll see that big end around blow one out 40 yards.
Absolutely.
Or sometimes they'll miss a tackle, and that dive play will go for a big one.
That tackle there, that was Jackson Williams, number 52 for the Apaches, another senior, I believe. And
yes, sir. End of the quarter. We'll take one more break. We'll be back with second quarter action. Pottsville up 14-0 right after this.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but there's power in the process. We value this moment because at ATU, every moment brings you one step closer to what comes next. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
All right, we're back here at John Needham Stadium. 2nd and 9, start of the second period. Lamar having to play catch-up right now. They got an uphill climb. Still a close ball game, though. Anything can happen. Lots of time here. Going to fake the motion, give it up on a dive, and he faked it. That was a great fake. Quarterback keeps it all the way. He's in for the touchdown. Wow, that was Miller Mahanish, like you said earlier.
Oh, man.
Mr. Caleb Green, the junior, 6'4", 180. That dive play, man, he just hunched over and looked like he had that ball the whole time.
It was a Peyton Manning play.
Yes.
Like Peyton did when
he was faster than Peyton.
Yeah, a lot faster than Peyton. But he handed off with the opposite hand, put the football on his hip, stood there, and then he just bootlegged around the right side, and nobody was there to catch him.
Balmer in to kick this PAT. Thought they might go for 2 here, but they're not going to chase. Well, they missed that field goal. That's what I was thinking about earlier. Never mind. So trying to make it 14-7. It's blocked. And it's picked up, but you can't. I don't think you can run an extra point back in high school.
You remember the guy at the beginning of the game? I said he almost blocked one. Well, no.
Oh, no. Who is that?
Number
3?
That is number 3. That is Draxon.
Draxon Mediano.
Yeah, Mediano.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, something like that.
Mediano.
Anyway, but Draxton, he almost got one there, and he got it that time.
He got it that time. I seen one last week where the kid went too fast. The ball kicked behind his body. Looked like he had a hole through him almost.
Wow. You know, that's bad when you dive and it goes between your hands.
Yeah. Well, this actually went past his hip. His whole body was past. It was a punt, though.
Wow.
But still.
Well, 14-6.
14-6, that's a big play. Could come back to haunt Lamar later on. That 1 point right there. Lamar lost one to Boxside earlier this year. I believe it was 33-32 or 34-33. I wrote that down somewhere. It was 33-34, and a friend of mine's daughter is the head cheerleading captain for Lamar this year, and he goes to all the games. He said they were actually in.
Wow.
They pulled them back, didn't get the call, but, I don't know. But officially, they lost that one at Boxside, which Boxside and Haskell, those are two tough places to win on the road.
They are.
Great job from Lamar defense this time to slow that one down. Gets them up to about they're going to get them down about the 17, 18-yard line.
I think that was
Might give them the 19.
I think that was number 18, Kagan Jones, on the return for the Pottsville Apaches.
Thank you.
You bet.
We're going to start this one on the 19-yard line.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, man, we're having a great time up here in this press box tonight.
Yes, sir. It's great weather. I mean, just a great night for football.
Mm-hmm.
Conference game here. 2 of the top teams in the conference battling it out. It's been a good one so far. Got some motion. Mahan's keeping it. He has such a nice fake, too. Was that not him? Okay, that was another guy coming around on the end around.
Eli Atkins.
Yeah. Number 24. Right. I'm not watching the screen, so maybe that would help me sometimes. But, yeah, nice carry from Atkins. Gets another McNeely Plumbing first down for the Apaches. Balls up to the 33-yard line.
We were playing Little Rock Hall, and Eli took one to the house on that same play for about 30, 40 yards.
This one up the middle. Between the tackles, and he's going to get up to the 39-yard line. Pickup of 6 on the play.
That's big Tate Cobb, number 40.
Going to bring up 2nd and 4. Good pickup from Cobb. He's has the first touchdown for the Apaches tonight. Looks like Mahan keeps it. Now he's going to flip it out on the option. I thought I saw the ball pop out for a second there, but just he didn't. They still got it. There is some extracurricular going on in the end there.
They got it going on there.
We had a couple linemen in our way. We couldn't see clearly exactly what was going on.
I
but
think they were fighting for the football.
Yeah, it looked like it come out there, but I saw something moving around, put it that way. But it's going to stay with the Apaches. Ball's on the 41 now. He ends up picking up about 2 on that carry. 3rd and 2. Handing off on the dive. He gets stuck right. Looked like he was a little bit short when he got pushed back. It's going to be on that official spot. Looks like he got 1 yard.
Yeah, I was going to say it looks like they're giving him 1. And on this end of the field right now, it wouldn't surprise me if Coach Russ didn't go ahead and go for it here.
That was Cobb. He was stuck by number 3 from Lamar, Brandon Grice, sophomore for him.
Make it bootleg, Miller backhand. Let's go. That's the play.
That sounds like a good call, Justin.
Make it bootleg. That's the play for him. He runs it just like Matt Jones.
4th and 1 from the 42. Got to get 1 yard. Got a toss. They're going to give it to him. Great defense from Lamar.
Wow.
They hit him initially in the backfield, and then they swarmed to the ball. They weren't going to let him free that time. That's a huge turnover. And Lamar's going to have great starting field position inside the Pottsville Apache 45. Looks like they give him the 41 is where they're going to mark it.
You know, when you got a 4th and 1, those slow developing plays, man, they just
yeah. Everybody saw him in motion from a long way around.
well, man,
kind of keyed in on him.
Yeah, they did, and it gives everybody time to react.
Did you see what number that was that got that toss? I'm trying to go back and watch it on our feed here.
Was it 24?
I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was Atkins, Eli.
First handoff to number 1, Rogers. We got a flag in the backfield in the area of holding. We'll see what the official call is.
That looked like that was going to break it, but the good news is the corner stayed home and the defensive end stayed home. That was Caleb Churk and number 14 and also number 4, Tatro.
So it's a holding 10-yard penalty. Backs them all the way to they're going to call it basically from the line of scrimmage. Ball's between the 49 and the 48 of Lamar. Nose looks like it might be right on the 49. So back them up 10. It's going to be 1st and 20 now. Wing T formation. Quarterback's looking to pass. He's got a man open out in the flat. He kind of gets around 1 man, gets up to the sideline. He'll get past the original line of scrimmage, maybe pick up 2 after that, maybe 3. Pickup of about 13 from the spot. Looks like they're giving him the 39-yard line. So they'll give him 12 from the 49 of Lamar.
Good play call there by the offensive play caller for the Lamar Warriors.
So they get all the penalty back plus 2. Bring up 2nd and 8. Back in their wing T formation. 1 wide out, way to the left here. Quarterback's going to fake up the dive. He's going to bounce it over to the left side. Gets a few yards. It's going to bring up a 3rd and about medium here. Looks like 3rd and 5. Picks up 3 on the play.
Yeah, Kobe Stevenson, number 10 that time, made the tackle for the Apaches. He said that's what that 7th Oreo did for him right there.
Right. Is he a double stuff kid? Did you get that far?
I didn't ask him about double stuff.
Right.
Yeah, you know.
We got to figure this out. We got to know the
Yeah, I
exact
know.
right measurements here. Of course, it may be different for everybody. Ooh, little toss to the wing back, and he falls forward as he's trying to get upfield. Kind of tripped up. That was number 21 on the carry for Lamar, Mr. Caden Woods.
And coming in for that defensive tackle position, that was Blake Chenoweth, big number 56.
There, it looks like they're going to go for it. Got to pick up a 2. It's long. It's about 4th and 3 now. Ball's right on the 34. Got to get to that 31. Wing T. Might have been some movement. They're going to give it to him. Same play over that right side. He's going to be right at the line. He's hit. Will he get the second push?
I think he did.
It's going to be close. Yeah, look, I think he got it. Yep. I see where they're spotting the football. It's a first down.
Yep.
1st and 10 for the Lamar Warriors. Ball's marked just inside the 31. Right on the 31 now. That was a big pickup. Same play. I mean, identical. He tripped the first time. I think Coach was like, well, if you hadn't a trip, we would have already had it. Let's do it again. Needed 3, and he got 3. 3 and about a football.
Yeah, I had an old coach, one time he'd run the same play over and over again until they stopped us.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, I went through my son, who's 7, 2nd grade. He had a test. I went through that thing about 50 times, I think. Quarterback run out to the right. This one falls incomplete.
Yeah, that was number 14, Caleb Turk.
Yeah.
In coverage there for the Apaches that time. Good job by number 14.
He has been playing great on ball coverage.
Oh, he has. He has. He had a big pass reception last week on offense, and I kind of look for him to target, for Pottsville to target him again tonight.
Played some softball with his dad many times, and his mom I went to school with. She's a year younger than me. 21 on the little toss again. The play they got the first down on. He's going to fall forward for maybe a 2-yard gain, but it's going to bring up 3rd and about 8.
Yeah, if it wouldn't have been for senior night tonight, I promise you, Chris Turk, Dad would have had us some of the best vittles in the press box.
Right.
He's always good at taking care of us up
That's
here.
what I've been hearing.
I saw him yesterday. He promised you some chili stuff, and he showed up.
Yeah. It's a hard thing to do. You get busy for sure, especially when you got senior night going on. So 3rd and 8 here. Ball's on the 29-yard line. Same formation. He's back to pass. He's going to hit his man out in the flat. Oh, somehow he tipped it to himself and got it. But it's going to be short. But I guarantee you this is 4-down territory for Lamar as he gets it down to the 24.
Okay, we got a flag.
Got a flag at the end here. Trying to see who caught that ball. They're talking about the flag here at the end. Let's hope for Pottsville's sake it's not some kind of late hit out of bounds. He did kind of throw him down, but he was still fighting for the ball. I don't have a problem with that at all. So let's see what the call is, though. We're just speculating at the moment. That was number 2 on a catch for Lamar, Lane Miller.
What? Oh.
We're going to add 15 yards from the 29. That'll put the ball at the 14-yard line.
Wow.
And that pass to Lane Miller was a pickup of, where did he get it to? It was short of the first down by a couple of yards.
Looks like they got it on about the 8, 7.
They should have it at the 14 now.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I looked at it wrong. I thought they got down to the 29. No, that's right. I'm sorry. I counted from the 29. That was our last scrimmage. That was our last line of scrimmage. This is a fade route to the pylon. Overthrows his man. Intended for Lane Miller. No yards on that one.
That was
So
Kobe.
they had got it down to the 24
Yeah.
the play before, a 5-yard
Yeah.
pickup on 3rd and 8.
That was Kobe Stevenson in coverage for the Apaches that time on that flag route.
So we're going to have 2nd and go now from the 9. 21's in motion. They're going to get it around this time. Come back around, kind of a counter, and he bangs it up in there for about a pickup of 3. Gets down to the 6-yard line. That was Rogers, their speed man.
Yeah. We were lucky we found a handle on him that time.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't run him between the tackles too often. Giving up a lot of size. They like to get it to him out on those jet sweeps and those little tosses. So 3rd and go, 6-yard line. Well, Pottsville had them earlier when they were in the red zone. Let's see if they can do it again. That's 21 on that end around. This side, he's going to cut it back against the grain at the last second. Good vision from number 21, which is Caden Woods. He gets in that end zone for a 6-yard pickup and touchdown.
You know, we talked about the penalties that hurt Pottsville last week, and we're seeing that same effect tonight. That personal foul penalty gave them great field position. It was going to be 4th down, and they picked up the 1st down, and they just found the end zone.
Let's see. I think they're going to go for 2 here. They are. Quarterback's still out there. 14-12 ball game. Lamar now has scored 12 unanswered. You got 21 at wingback. You got Rogers at wingback as well. They're going to give it 21 over the right side. He's going to do a little jump over the line. He's picked up right at the 1, and that's the problem with jumping sometimes. If you get met at the right time, you got no legs. You know, your feet aren't on the ground. And great job from the Pottsville Apaches to stiffen, and they're going to keep the lead. I mean, all the momentum, that's a big play right there. Now they get the ball back, see if they can, kind of grow off of that and come down here and score again.
I know special teams coach Jordan Duggar is out there now with his kickoff team, giving them some instructions, or the kickoff return team, and giving them some instructions, and hopefully they can get a run back.
The old Atkins fake handoff.
What's that?
The old Atkins fake handoff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about,
yeah,
right?
Sure
Atkins has run that.
Yeah.
As long as I can remember watching Atkins.
Yeah. Charlie Sorrells, baby.
Oh, yeah. He started that for sure. And
yeah, Coach Sorrells, one of the best.
Yeah, I'm from Dover, so just
I'll
slow down a little bit.
Hey, listen. We played them.
I'm just playing.
Listen,
Sorrells is one of the best, for sure. Rest his soul.
My senior year, he was the head junior high coach in Morrilton. And so I got acquainted with Coach Sorrells, and we reconnected, moved back up here. And Charlie Sorrells, one of the best coaches in the state of Arkansas.
Yep, he was a great one. This is a nice end-over-end kick. Going to be fielded at the 3-yard line. He's going to run right up the field. He got all the way to about the 19 before he had to cut and make a move. Eventually ripped down, but he gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where Pottsville's going to start.
Yeah, number 18, I believe that was Keegan Jones.
Keegan Jones doing a great job on that kick return. That was a great kickoff there from Balmer.
Hey, listen, special teams for this Lamar team, besides that one extra, that field goal they missed. Of course, I think the wind got it and pushed it into the upright. But,
it looked good, but it went too far.
Yeah. This Lamar team, they have come to play.
So, Pottsville finally getting that ball back. Seems like it's been forever. Mahan going to pass it out. That's a backwards pass. It's caught. And then, great pursuit that time from the Warriors. Number 40, Kaz Krotz, one of the first men there, able to get them down. And that one kind of hurts, get you off schedule right off the bat. Going to lose, looks like 5. Bring up 2nd and 15.
Yeah, that took a little time. Of course, when he started to juggle it, it gave defenders time to get to him.
Got 125 live devices on YouTube watching us right now. We really appreciate that. Drop us a comment. We'll let us know who you're watching. If you're watching someone from Lamar or for Pottsville, if it's your grandson, son, whatever it might be, let us know. We'll give you a shout-out. We're going to hand this off on a fullback dive up the middle. It's a nice pickup. Going to get all the yards they lost back.
Yeah.
That was number 40,
Tate
Cobb on the carry.
TC, Tate Cobb.
Pick up a 5. Bring up 3rd and 10.
The Tatinator. I don't know what he ate for pregame meal, but he's hungry.
Taters, it sounds like. The Tatinator.
Yeah, there you go.
Right. It's 3rd and 10. Pistol formation. 4 wide, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Mahan back to pass. He's going to hit his man. Oh, try to hit his man on a little bit of a slant action. It was high, sailed over the hands of number 6, Jaden Harris. It's going to bring up a punting situation for Pottsville. With 3:10 to go, if Lamar does what they like to do and get those 3 yards in a cloud of dust, Pottsville may not get the ball back. We'll see.
We probably won't, because they're good at doing that.
They really are, and that's kind of been their mantra for a while now. But a buddy of mine was telling me about when they played Haskell. He said they literally had the ball the entire third quarter. There was I think the other team Haskell might have had one play. It was a turnover or something. Wow. And they won that 17-14. Makes a difference, and that's kind of what they want to do. And they almost blocked it. It gets away.
It's a knuckleball.
Yep, knuckleball, got a backspin, kind of, a couple Pottsville Apaches played with it there for a second, and finally nailed down right at the 44.
Yeah, they got great field position with 3 minutes. Well, right at 3 minutes, 2:59.
Didn't get that Pottsville bounce they were on. Like you said, it was kind of knuckling in that wind, kicking into the wind, and somebody's happy on the roof.
Well, I was going to say, that is not thunder. That is that is.
I don't know if y'all picked that up or not.
I just hoped
I jumped a little.
Yeah, I did too.
Wow. He actually just gained a yard when they switched the ball out.
Yeah.
So they're going to give him the 43 now.
Wow.
Because I had the 44 already written down.
Touched it first on the freaking 46.
Wing T, 21 in motion. They're going to hand this one to Rogers. That's actually 32 in the game, Mr. Levi Horn. Wonder if he's kin to the great Travis Horn for Lamar. Played at Arkansas Tech back in the 90s, but get a big loss on this one of 2.
Yeah, Jackson Williams came in along with Trip Price to make the tackle for the Apaches.
So ball now. Justin, you didn't like that spot, and they took care of it right there. They even gained a yard. So we're at the 45. Quarterback's back to pass. He's getting a lot of pressure. Eventually, number 5 looks like got to him, Mr. Trip Price. Price, and who was the first one there? Was that 8A?
It was 8A and
Yes.
Trip Price. And Trip Price is a state wrestling champion, and we're awful proud of him. He's the one that actually has a
big club on his
has
hand.
a hurt hand, and he was playing fullback, and Tate Cobb has taken over those duties, but Trip Price is still out there leading the charge on defense for the Apaches.
Back-to-back negative plays here. That last one was a loss of 8. Quarterback's back to pass. It's kind of a comeback pattern. He's not going to get much. It was a good pass to 84, Mr. Cameron Smith. But it's going to bring up a huge 3rd down. 4th down, I should say. They got a timeout. Lamar, or was it Pottsville? I think Pottsville called it. They want to save some of that clock with 1:32 to go. We'll take a break with them. We'll be back with the last bit of this first half right after this.
Every one of us starts out as a wide-eyed recruit, myself included. If I could go back, I'd tell that kid, get ready. You're going to serve alongside some amazing people. They're going to become like family to you. And together, you'll see and do things that'll help change the world. That'll change you. One day, you're going to look up and be a better you. And this nation will be better for it too. I'm General Dave Goldfein. Come join us. Your nation is waiting.
All right, we're back here at John Needham Stadium. Big 4th down and about 20 here for the Apaches. Or I should say for the Warriors. There's so many Indians in this game.
Yeah.
Ball's on the 49. Good snap. Nice punt. He's going to have room here, though. Fields it at the 10. Going to go over to the left side. And he'll get rode out. And there's a flag late here at the very end of that play.
It looks like it's probably going to be.
Looked like it's going to be on Pottsville more than likely.
I know. That's what I was going to say. I was hoping maybe it was going to be a face mask, but I think it might have been a block in the back.
They run him out at the 23-yard line. Yeah, I think the flag might have came in before a chance at a face mask. I don't know. It was close. Yeah, they're going to get him for holding him, back him up 10. So should go to the 13.
Blocked him into the sideline. Okay. Whatever. I ain't buying that.
They're going to put it at the 13-yard line, 1st and 10. Pottsville's got a minute 20 still to go, though. Start out with 2 wide, 2 H-backs. Mahan keeps it. He's going to pitch it out on an option to Cobb. Cobb's ripped down after a minimal gain. Gets up to about the 11. Actually, it's a loss. I'm sorry. And loss of 1 on the play. Go from the 13 to the 12. 1-yard loss for Cobb. And being this backed up, I don't think they're going to get in too big of a hurry now.
don't think they
You
are
know,
either.
maybe they get a big play here, and if they do, they might start slowing it down. But they got a late substitution, and it looks like there's going to be less than 40 seconds left when they snap this. Down to about 38 right now. And hand off on a dive. He almost breaks one tackle. He's going to get tripped up over to 20. That's Cobb again. 21-yard line. Looks like where they'll mark him. You're going to give him the 22. Pick up a 10 by Cobb. And they're pretty happy with letting the clock roll out. Looks like they're going to run one more play.
I'd look for Harris coming across on a post pattern.
My man Justice Smith got the clock perfect right now. They're going to give it on a end around. He's going to get tackled for a loss. That's number 10. That's going to be the end of the first half as Stevenson goes down on that one. But a good first half overall for the Pottsville Apaches. Anytime you have a lead going into half, and wait a minute, 2 seconds left. Is that Lamar called a timeout? Lamar calls a timeout. And that could, you know, that's a tricky one because you call that. I understand what they're doing. If you're going to call them, though, kind of want them to, you know, they might as well called it last time on second down.
I know.
So now you do that, and you never know. You know,
Pottsville might sneak one in on you.
Might get a what was it called? The old.
We didn't come to paint.
Right. Well, I'm thinking of remember the Titans when they gave it to old Rev on a.
Oh yeah.
It's a backside George reverse, and
there you
like
go.
your life depended on it.
Yeah.
They're bringing in a quarterback. Back up. It's a pass.
Give me the ball, coach.
Right. You're going to have Sunshine come out here and get some lead blocks about 50 yards downfield if you want this to work.
No kidding.
I don't know if Mahan would like us calling him Sunshine, right? So here we go. Ronnie Bass is going to keep it over the left side. Miller Mahan, he's going to break one tackle. I thought it came. He slips it. He's still going here. He's at midfield at the 45. He cuts it back. He's going to run out of steam. He got a little bit tired on that one. 21 brings him down. But he did his best Sunshine impression there.
Listen, he did, and of course that helped his stats tonight too.
Oh, yes, definitely. Big pickup. We're going to take a break, though. We'll come back. We'll give you some halftime stats and analysis. But Pottsville is going to go into the locker room with a 14-12 lead. And what a good first half. We'll be back right after this.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Ladies and gentlemen, just like the Apaches give their all on the field, Tyler Riley at River Valley Realty goes the extra yard for you. Experienced, dedicated, skilled, and ready to tackle your real estate goals head on. So when you're ready to make a move that's a guaranteed touchdown, don't fumble that opportunity. Connect with Tyler today, 479-970-5079. Again, that's Tyler Riley at 479-970-5079. Let's go, Apache!
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but there's power in the process. We value this moment because at ATU, every moment brings you one step closer to what comes next. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success. We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it, because first is who we are.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins Be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
Every one of us starts out as a wide-eyed recruit, myself included. If I could go back, I'd tell that kid, get ready. You're going to serve alongside some amazing people. They're going to become like family to you. And together, you'll see and do things that will help change the world. That'll change you. One day, you're going to look up and be a better you. And this nation will be better for it too. I'm General Dave Goldfein. Come join us. Your nation is waiting. Every one of us starts out as a wide-eyed recruit, myself included. If I could go back, I'd tell that kid, get ready. You're going to serve alongside some amazing people. They're going to become like family to you. And together, you'll see and do things that...
they're doing a study on Mark Hamill's jokes. I talk straight to Doug. And Doug is like, they didn't feed y'all at all the first year? No. And he said, yeah, that's not. I said, that Ladies and gentlemen, that was our Pottsville Apache band and Lamar bands performing for us. And I got to brag on our band a little bit. They have worked so hard this year for their performance and music. Like I watched them practice some days, and they work really hard in their gym. And they got 3rd overall in the state at the competition a couple weeks ago. And they traveled to Memphis last week, and I'm not sure what they placed, but they had a good showing there too. So props to the band and everything they're doing. And it's just really fun to see, being a former band member myself.
All right, we're almost done with halftime here. Give you a couple individual stats. Miller Mahan for Pottsville that first half, he had 5 carries, ripped off 81 yards. One of them was a 32-yard touchdown. The first TD on the night, actually the second TD on the night for Pottsville. That one was from 32 yards out. The other touchdown came from Cobb, who had 10 carries in that first half for 44 yards and a touchdown. Over for Lamar, you had Caden Woods, number 21. He had 8 carries, 31 yards, 1 touchdown from 6 yards out. Caleb Green, the quarterback, he kind of surprised everybody with a 42-yard touchdown on a great fake. And but he got tackled for a loss a few times, on a sack once, and he ended up with 4 carries for 38 yards altogether. Zayden Rogers, 5 carries for 52 yards, but they kind of didn't use him a whole lot later on in that second half there. He got a lot of big runs early on in the game. Of course, he started the game with a big carry for he started with a 6-yarder, and then he got a – trying to find it. It seems like it went pretty good, but he had an 8-yarder as well. On some of those sweeps, they like to get him the ball. And I was actually looking at 21 there. There we go. It was 36 yards. 36-yard carry early on in the game that got them down there before they missed their first field goal. Green was 3 for 5 passing for 19 yards. So not a whole lot of passing there for the Lamar Warriors. And we kind of knew that coming in. That would probably be about what we saw. But we got about 3 seconds here on the clock. They'll probably put another 3 minutes on, and we'll get ready for some second half football. 14-12. It's a close game early on. You got something to say, Jim?
Well, I just, they did put 3 minutes back on the clock here to give these Lamar Warriors there in the east part of the end zone, and the Pottsville Apaches there in the west part of the end zone, and they're stretching out right now. They are just getting warmed up. But as you were saying, that what a ball game we've had. You gave some of the stats, and of course, Lamar, we're not surprised that they don't have a lot of passing yards. That's not their forte. That's not what they do. They are a ground and pound team, and they have done that tonight. They've had some big plays. They came up short. They had a missed field goal, as you mentioned. Also, they had a couple of the point after spell. So Pottsville, we're very fortunate to go in at halftime, 14-12. We will get the ball back. Pottsville will get the ball back to start the third quarter. We need to make something happen there. Of course, this Lamar defense, they're going to be ready to stop that. So it's going to be a great ball game tonight, and stay tuned because we're in for a thriller.
Yeah, we really are. It's definitely didn't disappoint in that first half, and great opportunity here for another great action, a great second half here as we kind of get underway here. We got about a minute 30. We're going to take one more break, and we're going to get you to that second half, and we're expecting a good one.
Ladies and gentlemen, just like the Apaches give their all on the field, Tyler Riley at River Valley Realty goes the extra yard for you. Experienced, dedicated, skilled, and ready to tackle your real estate goals head on. So when you're ready to make a move that's a guaranteed touchdown, don't fumble that opportunity. Connect with Tyler today, 479-970-5079. Again, that's Tyler Riley at 479-970-5079. Let's go Apache!
All right, we're back here live as the Apaches getting ready to come out for this second half. They run through the helmet twice. Not a lot of schools do that, so that's pretty neat. So they come back through, getting ready for the second half, and heck, if you had that good of a first half with a 2-point lead over a really good team, coach probably wants you to do the same thing. Come out with that helmet again.
Well, he does. And I can tell you something else that the coach probably looked around the room. Seniors, it's your night.
It is.
You want to win tonight. And so I know the coaches probably motivated the seniors, and they probably got the rest of the team ready to play for them tonight. So it ought to be a good second half of football here at John Needham Stadium. While we do have a few minutes, 16 seconds before kickoff, we do want to give a shout-out and our well wishes to Steve and Glenn, who normally does the play-by-play. He is home recovering from a heart ailment, if you haven't been joining us. But, Mr. Miller, it's good to have you with us tonight.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
We appreciate you.
It's been a lot of fun.
Well, it has been a lot of fun, and we got a lot more fun in front of us.
That's right. And good thing Pottsville gets this ball first, so that's really big. I think that's kind of why Coach was ready to call it, just let the clock run out there. Of course, Lamar called a timeout. It almost come back to hurt him there.
Yeah.
As they let Miller Mahan get free for a while. But here we go. End-over-end kick inside the 5, fielded at the 3. That's number 10 on the return over the right side. He's going to get tripped up at the 23-yard line. That was Rogers on the tackle, and a nice return from Colby Stevenson. He's been doing that all night.
Yeah.
That first half went by fast, did it not?
It did.
Not a whole lot of passing. Apaches threw it 2 or 3 times, and Pottsville threw it 5 times, and that was about it. We had about 8 passes in that first half. So 1st and 10 here from the 23. Stevenson in motion. Mahan kept it on a good fake. He's got the end. He's got some space. Starting the second half just like he ended the first half. Across the midfield into Lamar Warrior territory. They'll ride him out at the 46, maybe the 47-yard line. But 17 to the 50, and then add another 4 on. So give him pick up a 21 on the play. Unless I'm adding wrong. That's 27 to the 50. Yeah. So give him 31 yards on that one.
Good run that time by Mahan. Good read, and just great athletic ability by Miller Mahan.
And he carries out those fakes really well. This time they'll hand it on the dive. That's Cobb. He bounces up in there, maybe a yard or 2. Is it in the chat? Yeah. They'll give him 1 yard on the pickup for Cobb.
Yeah, Coach Moakes was talking about number 3 there for Lamar. Man, he is a stud there on that defensive line. That is Braden Grace, I believe.
Oh, Mahan with a keeper, cuts it against the green. Going to have a big first down. That's another McNeely Plumbing first down. Second one on this drive. If he gets it all the way inside the 25-yard line, they're going to give him the 23. Nice pickup of 22 on the play for Miller Mahan. Yeah. So he's got 31 and 22 already on this drive. He was at 81 at half unofficially.
Yeah. So it puts him over 100.
Oh, yes.
And then some.
53 yards on 81 should be 134.
That's a pretty good night for a quarterback.
Yeah, it is. And we got a lot more ball game to go. So wing tee, Stevenson in motion. Oh, they kind of collide on that mesh. Yeah. He's going to get, I believe Mahan kept it, and he's ripped down. Probably a no gain is what it looks like.
If he got to the line of scrimmage, we're going to be fortunate, but I don't think he did. Well, maybe he did.
I think he got the line. That was about it, though. So make it 2nd and 10. Ball still on the 23-yard line. Yeah, they just kind of collided on that mesh that time.
Yeah.
Not real smooth. So now they're going to spread it out, and they've had success doing this. They got 3 wide. They still got an H-back. They're kind of fading. They're letting them go with that a little bit. That's a behind-the-back pass. Lamar gets on it. They did blow the whistle dead, but I do believe it was a backwards pass. And I think the referees just made a mistake that time. Fortunate for Pottsville. I guarantee you Lamar is letting the refs know about it a little bit.
They are
They're not getting too crazy over there, but
this is where we can get ourselves in trouble. Of course, this is 4-down territory for the Pottsville, but we're behind schedule with 3rd and 10.
Yep, 3rd and 10 now. We're going to hand it on the dive. That's Cobb. Not going to get much. It looks like they're definitely playing for 4 downs here.
Yep.
He gets 1 on the play. Ball at the 22, 4th and 9. Mahan bringing a play in from the sideline. Letting that play clock go down. It's down to 12 as they break the huddle. It's like a pistol. Is that pistol formation? One tailback in the backfield behind the quarterback. He's rolling to his right. Got some blockers. He's got a man. Throws it behind him. That's 24. Noah, I'm sorry, looking at the wrong roster there. 24 is Eli Atkins. And there's a flag on a play. Way in the backfield. Looks like it's in the area of holding. He's fixing to give us a call. It is. Man, where did the ball get to? Looked like about the 12-ish. It would have been.
It'd been close.
Really close. They're going to back them up 10. They're going to accept the penalty. I don't know, man. If I'm Lamar, I want to see where that spot was because that was 4th down.
Yeah.
Now you give him another opportunity, unless he could tell that they had it. Because I think it's the 13, and I think he might have got to the 12. So I think they would have had a 1st down. So they accept it. 4th and 19 now. Ball's on the 32-yard line. They got to get down to about the 13. Mahan back to pass. He gets popped as he lets it go, and that ball's going to go way out of bounds. And no flags. That's going to be a turnover on downs on the first possession. The drive started out well. Mahan ripped off a 31-yarder to start it. A couple plays later, he picked up 22 more. But after that, it kind of fizzled out. And that big holding penalty where they looked like they might have had the 1st down on 4th down kind of ended that drive right there. And couldn't get anything done. And, man, he took a pop. And he might be feeling that. He's over here on the bench with his helmet off. It looks like he's fine, but he's a tough young man.
Well, hats off to that Lamar defense for making a stand there.
So Lamar going to get the ball for the first time here on the 32-yard line. Going to have looks like illegal procedure here. Yeah, false start. So 1st and 10 is going to back up to 1st and 15. And this offense is not built to handle that a lot, so that's good for the Apaches here. Lamar self-destructs a little bit. Coming out, first play on offense since the break. Now they're going to have to get 15 yards if they want a 1st down to continue this drive. Wing T formation. You got 2 wing backs. You got a tight end on the right side, 1 fullback in the backfield. He gets his hand in the dirt now. They're going to give it to him on a dive up the middle. It's a nice carry. Gets up over the 30 to the 31-yard line. They'll give him the 32. Back to the original line of scrimmage. That was number 40, their big sophomore, Cass Krotz. Again, their top running back out possibly for the year. He's the 2nd game in a row. So he picked up 5 on that one, 2nd and 10. Over the right side. Oh, he breaks a tackle. He's going to get the 1st down. Man, Pottsville had their opportunity to get him down. That's number 21, who's had a good game running the ball, Caden Woods.
Yeah, Caden Woods, man, he is running downhill.
Gets it up to the 44-yard line. A pickup of 12 on that one. Woods at the break had 31 yards, 8 carries. You're going to add 12 to that. So we've got 1st and 10 here at the 44-yard line. Now they got a wide receiver on the near side, 2 wing backs, running back, hand in the dirt. Going to end around to Rogers. Rogers kind of slipping a little bit. Somehow keeps his footing, though, for a positive gain. Picks up 4 on the play. Bring up 2nd and 6.
Yeah, it's 8A on the tackle for the Apaches.
Lamar got the ball on their own 48-yard line, looking at 2nd and 6 right now. Clock just a-rolling, down to 6:35 and counting in the third period. 2 wingbacks again, tight end on the left side, 1 wide receiver on the left side, and they're going to just run it up the A-gap. There is a flag, and see if they get holding on this one. Yeah. Kind of not a whole lot of ebb and flow to the second half so far for either team, really. Flag is on Lamar. Sideline warning. So, if it's just a warning, they're not going to. Let's see what they got here. It's not just a warning; it's an actual flag. So they've had a couple of them, I guess.
They're backing it up.
Yep, they're going to back it up all the way to the 41. Still be second down. 2nd and 13 from the 41-yard line. There's a whole lot of stuff going on in the chat. I'm going to have to get caught up on that here in a second once I get a chance. A little toss. Woods breaks some tackles. He gets outside. It's going to be an explosive play at the minimum, all the way inside the 30, down to about the 26. No flags, looks like on the field. And that little toss to the wingback becoming a bigger and bigger play during this game as he breaks free again and just breaking tackles.
Yeah.
Pottsville's there, you know. They could have slowed it down for a minimum game, but
you can't arm tackle Woods.
Right, that's
correct. You
correct.
can't arm tackle Woods, man. He's too good of a little running back, and he runs downhill, and just hats off to number 21 for Lamar, grinding out there at that running back position.
Now they're going to hand it to Rogers. A lot of speed, but he's brought down with a twist of the hip at the end by number 10, Stevenson.
Yeah, Kobe Stevenson.
He come flying in like he shot out of a cannon to make that tackle. Loss of 5 on the play, all the way back to the 32-yard line.
That's a big play there by Kobe that time.
So Woods comes in motion. Quarterback's going to keep it. Looking long. He's got a man across the middle. Oh, and it pops right out of his hands. That was Rogers.
It was
a perfect pass from the quarterback. He kind of come out late and was running right down the backside, right behind the linebackers, wide open. It's a good executed play. They couldn't pull it in, though. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 15 here for the Lamar Warriors.
Well, Lamar's like Pottsville. You get 3rd and long, you're off schedule, and so you're either going to run like an outside sweep, or you're going to try to throw the ball again, and that's normally not their strength. Even though they had that play open just a minute ago.
3rd and 15. He's back to pass. It's a fade route. It's got an opportunity. There's some jostling. They got a flag. Of course, Lamar thinks it's on Pottsville. Pottsville thinks it's on Lamar. They were both kind of hand fighting there at first. Let's see the call. Pottsville, they kind of look like they're backing up a little, like they think it might be on them.
It is pass interference.
It is. I don't know if he ever turned his head around. I think that might have been what got him.
I think that's the problem. You know, if you don't turn back and look to the ball and you're pushing that receiver, they're going to throw it on you every time. From a former defensive back.
Right. That's a huge penalty in this one.
It is.
15-yard pickup, automatic first down. Well, it's not automatic, but it gave them one because they needed exactly 15. They're going to give that to Rogers on a little, or Woods, I should say, on the little wingback toss. But great job this time from Pottsville. They didn't break the tackles. They busted it up and swarmed to the football that time.
Yeah, Bo 8A was there for the Apaches to make the tackle.
They gave him forward progression as a, I guess, no gain. Okay, so 2nd 10 at the 17. One wide receiver way over on the right side, almost to the sideline. 2 wing backs, tight end on the right side, 1 fullback. Rogers gets it on a sweep, and he's met right there in the backfield. Great job from the left defensive end. If he gets up, I'll let you know that name. That was number 11, Mr. Antoine Collins. Wasn't he one of the seniors?
Yeah,
he was.
one of
And
the seniors.
nice play from Collins that time, playing the bookend position perfectly. Loss of 1 on the play. 3rd and 11. Done a much better job on Rogers since that first quarter. 21's been the one to give him trouble. He's back to pass. It's another fade to the end zone. Hands all over him, and it's caught. He laid that one in the bucket perfectly. Perfect throw from number 7 to can y'all see the number of that receiver? 21? No,
number
2. Number 2 is Lane Miller, and he's one you want to throw it up to because I know he can climb the ladder a little bit, but there is some jostling going back and forth. There was some separation at the end, a little bit of kind of looked like Michael Irvin that time.
He did.
Getting a little bit of a push off there.
Yeah. But, a good receiver can get away with that.
Yes, they're going to give him that more times. Defense really is, they got everything against them kind of.
They're going for 2.
At the goal line formation this time. He's passing, though. He's got a man wide open if he can get it over to the defender's back. Good job closing the field there that time, closing the gap, I should say.
That's number 14.
Might have got his helmet. Was that Turk?
Yeah, it was Turk.
Good job from Turk. Saved that play, and that's big because it's 18-14 and a touchdown. And, let's see, a touchdown and an extra point.
Yeah.
Makes it a 3-point game. A touchdown and a 2-point makes it a 2-possession game for Pottsville. So, good job by Turk there. He was beat at first, but he got back in there, and the ball might have hit his helmet. I wasn't 100% sure. Justin said it did on the screen. He's looking through the camera. They're a little tighter than us.
Kagan Jones, number 18, back deep for Pottsville. You have Collins, number 11. And you have Jaden Harris also back on this kickoff.
Bomber ready to kick it away. That was kind of got a little bit of a side spin to it. It bounces, goes into the end zone. He'll down it there.
Yeah.
Thank goodness it didn't stop right at the 1. It
my goodness.
got in there, and good heady play there from number 18 to down it immediately. That's Kagan Jones. So Pottsville will start it at the 20-yard line. They got to go 80 yards to take that lead back. 3:07 to go in the third. I kind of, college now you get it at the 25 on the touchbacks. I kind of wish high school would go to that personally.
Yeah. Especially right now. Pottsville needs an extra 5.
You rarely see it in high school, that they kick it that far. Mahan keeps it on a nice fake. Going to pick up about 3. He's tripped up. A little shoelace tackle.
Yeah, number 3 there, making the tackle for Lamar.
Bless you. So 3-yard gain for Mahan. 2nd and 7. Ball at the 23. Got 2 wide receivers. You got 2 H-backs. Now one comes in motion. They're going to hand it on the dive, though, up the middle. That's Cobb. Lamar did a good job that time in the middle. Stiffened right there. They're actually going to give him the 25, so he'll pick up 2 2 for Cobb, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and manageable here, 3rd and 5. Need to get to that 30-yard line. Going 2 wide again, 1-by-1 formation. You got H-back. It's almost the same. He's going to fake it this time. Now they're going to turn back towards him, and it's a jailhouse break. He gets rid of it. He's outside the tackle box. Ball got past the line of scrimmage, so there's going to be no grounding on that one. Good, smart play there. Mahan would have lost probably 10 yards if he hadn't have. But just a great job from Lamar that time. They read that one the whole way.
Well, number 10, Kobe Stevenson, almost made the catch.
Yeah, he did a good job trying to come back to it there. And, yeah, they faked that little wing-back toss, and he just reversed back out of there. They were going to hit him. I think that was what they were trying to do. And just too much pressure, though. Mahan had no time. Nice snap. Punt. It's a pretty one this time. It's going to be fielded, though, right at the 40. That's Lane Miller, I believe. Or that might have been Rogers, number 1. And we got some flags thrown. I believe we're going to get a clip on the play.
Yeah.
Justin Smith, definitely. Y'all heard that.
Yeah.
He was screaming. That Pottsville Apache blood coming out of him.
Well.
Blocking the back.
Yeah, Justin, actually, he put the white cap on at that time and the stripes.
Yes.
I thought the flag come from the press box, I'll be honest with you.
Right. Oh, they threw the football over here, and it hit some ice or something. Crushed a glass on the bench there.
Well, it did, didn't it?
The crowd, you could hear him go, ooh.
So much for that drink.
So he originally caught it at the 40, and they're going to get this ball at the 37-yard line.
Our defense got to come up big here. We need to stop.
So they're going to start at the 37 of Lamar, 1st and 10. 1 wide receiver. Tied in on the left side. They hand it. I got lost that time. It was a good fake. And keep it up in the middle between the tackles. He gets about 8 or 9.
Is that Rogers? No,
I think it was a quarterback. Yeah, the quarterback kept it, which was Caleb Green.
Yeah.
He's had a good night. He's a good ball player. He's listed as just a junior, 6'4", 180.
Good-looking athlete.
They went ahead and gave him 10 yards.
Wow.
I thought it was short. Okay, so 10-yard gain. Had to get to the 47, and ball's on the 47. So this time I give it to on the dive, and it's eat up. Pottsville, great job right there, collapsing down. Bo 8A on the tackle.
Yeah. Once again, we're going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Staying with 1 wide receiver look. He's throwing this time. It's a fade. They've had success. That's Lane Miller. He's going to jump up and catch it. Did they knock it free? They did. Great defense that time. You know, Lane Miller actually mistimed his jump. He was able to hang up there with it. If he could have, caught the ball at its highest point, I think he probably would have brought it in. But great job. Was that 2022?
That's Colton Cole.
Colton Cole.
For the Pottsville Apaches, and a good job back in coverage that time.
Great job.
He got there at the right time.
Yeah, he did. And that play has been pretty successful, and they went back to it that time. And if it wasn't for Cole, it would have been a big first down. Third and 10. Quarterback's going to keep on a nice fake over the right side. He's got the first down. Wow. Man, right when Pottsville thinks they're going to get off the field possibly, pick up a heartbreaking, those third downs like that. They always just break your back.
Well, they do in Green, but you got to give Lamar credit. They are converting on 3rd down. And if it's 3rd and long, they're converting.
That's the second 10-yard run of this drive for Mr. Green, Caleb Green. And that's the end of the third. The ball's on the 42-yard line of Pottsville. It's 18-14 Lamar with a 4-point lead and the ball. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this right here on the Arkansas Sports Network.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
Back here at John Needham Stadium. We've got one period left in this one, Jim. It's an 18-14 Lamar lead. They've got the ball. They're on the 42. They've got a 1st and 10. After they've picked up a huge third down there, a 10-yard run from the quarterback on a nice fake.
Yeah.
And these teams do remind me of each other a little bit.
Well,
Both
do.
quarterbacks great at faking the ball, but Pottsville needs a stop bad right now. Quarterback back to pass. He's got Lane Miller in a little stop, a little hitch play. He's got a completion right at the 32. Probably going to be a 1st down, it looks like.
Going to be very close.
Lane Miller's been their main guy that they've been throwing to. They hit 84 earlier on a little comeback play that only got about 5 yards. That's a 10-yard pickup. Caleb Green has been impressive this half. The junior quarterback.
Well, you said it. You don't want to go down 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. So Pottsville, they definitely need to stop on this series.
A little bit of movement there. You get it on a toss play. 32 hasn't carried the ball in quite a while. He gets that one. Levi Horn, the junior running back, picks up 2 on the play down to the 30. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, those running backs for Lamar, you got to give them credit. You know, they are Pottsville's trying to strip the ball. They're trying to tackle the football, and Lamar's just hanging on. So those guys have been coached well about hanging on to that football.
I guarantee you, a Josh Jones coach team, they're always going to be tough. They're always going to be smart and sound for the most part. They have turned it over a little bit here and there this year, but not very often you see them fumble the ball. There's a tough mesh right there. He jerks it out of there. Great penetration from the Apaches. They were all in the A-gaps and the B-gaps that time, and quarterback had to keep it and didn't get much, if anything. I think it's a no gain. Bring up 3rd and 8.
It's going to be a big third down, but as we talked about, you know, my goodness, you know, Lamar has been good at converting third down throughout the night.
Yep. Pottsville needs a big stop right here because I'm pretty positive Lamar, this is 2-down territory anyways. Try to keep him from getting 3 or 4. Now, Lamar has been a little bit more apt to throw the ball this second half.
Throwing to the flat. Throwing to the flat, you know, and Pottsville's been giving that up.
And kind of keeping Pottsville on their toes a little bit. And we're going to get a timeout by Lamar. Yeah, the play clock was way down, and we're going to have time to get it off. Good job by Green. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back right after this.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
We're back at John Needham Stadium. 18-14, Apaches are down 4. 10:09 to go. The Lamar Warriors are threatening. They're at 3rd and 8 now, though, at the 30-yard line. And they got a chance here, the Apaches do, to slow them down. Like we said, we definitely think we're going to get a 4-down territory here. They do have a good kicker, though, but I think this is probably a little outside of where they feel comfortable. So let's see if Pottsville can slow them down here and get another long 4th down play. Still a little confusion on the Lamar side. Now they look set. Jackson under center. He's going to hand it to Rogers on a sweep. It's getting strung out a little bit. They're going to be there. He'll fall. He'll get ripped forward, though. Get another yard or 2 on the end. It's a good pickup, though, on 3rd down when you know it's 2-down territory here, 4-down territory.
So the 25, I believe.
Yep, looks like it's going to be 4th and a long 3. Picked up 5 on that one.
Boy, big play right here. This could be play of the game if Pottsville can hold.
And they're huddling up. I was wondering if maybe they talked about what they wanted to run in that timeout, if they were short. So they just hurry up and do it. But That's not the Lamar way.
Watch the hard count.
5 on the clock. They're going to fake it this time, the Rodgers. And big number 40, Krotz, bangs it up in there for a first down, I believe. They've already changed the stick, so he gets it all the way down to the 21. He needed 3, and he got 4. And that clock just continues to move. When it's already a one-possession game, it's tough when you're a coach over there for Pottsville or you're a Pottsville fan. You know you got to get this ball. You can't let them get a touchdown here. Rodgers. This time it's a fake. Pottsville does a little better job of reading that fake, but he's got so much speed, he gets all the way in zone. That ball comes loose. Now, if they say it's loose before he crossed, they're actually marking him down short about a yard, and Green is real slow to get up. He got popped as he flew across that pylon. You know, there was a couple men for Pottsville that actually read that play, but he just had the speed to outrun him.
Well, he did. And you know, that's a running – Green has so much speed. You better have an angle, but there was not a lot of room to even have an angle that time.
So what I want to know is, are they – by where the mark is, they're having to say he stepped out, because if that ball comes loose before he crossed the pylon, then it would be a safety. Just a touchback. Yeah. So they're going to say he stepped out right at the 1 or the 2. So first and goal from the 2. They're going to hand off to Krotz, and he gets in the end zone, I believe. Touchdown, Lamar, and they've left 8:36 on the clock. And you knew it was going to be really tough for Pottsville to stop such a, potent rushing attack when they got that close to the goal line. They're able to get it on first down, but that might have helped them because that saves more time. Because now you got to go down. You're going to have to score at least a touchdown and a field goal, depending on what happens here on this PAT.
Yeah, you're going to have to come up with some creative play calling to get us back in this ball game.
And that whole drive was really Green. He had he had a first down, 10 yards on first play. Then he picked up another 10 yards on third down. And then he gets 19 on that 4th and 3. Or I'm sorry, that was 1st and 10 from the 21 after they got the first down. It was an inadvertent whistle. Or they just blew it quick because they didn't want the holder to get killed, I guess. But it's good. 25-14, so that officially makes it where they're going to have to get 2 touchdowns.
Yep.
Senior not here. It's crunch time right here for the Apaches. We're just going to keep it here, Justin. And it's gut check time at the moment.
It is.
Down 25-14 with 8:36 to go. They need some explosive plays to kind of help them out.
Yeah, Coach Duggar's right now telling the kickoff return to
die out a little bit. He still gets it to the 12. He's going to get to the right side. That's a good job setting up his blockers as he kind of comes in and then goes back out trying to get a little bit of a wall. He gets all the way up to the
almost to 40.
L.A. Max said he went out at the 37. I was going to say 40 as well. They mark him out at the 37-yard line, and that's where the Apaches will start it. Got to go 63 yards.
Quickly.
Quickly would be very nice.
Quickly, and then an onside kick.
So they're going to come out with 2 wide, pistol formation. Got 2 H-backs. Now one comes in motion. That's Stevenson. They're looking his way. Man, had him for a moment. Now he's going to get sacked. The ball comes loose. They didn't blow the whistle. I thought now they have. Okay. I thought he was down, but Pottsville fielded it anyways. Yeah. So recovered it, I should say.
Yeah, the
53 there.
Yeah, the pocket just collapsed on Miller Mahan that time.
I thought he was going to get it out quick. I thought he had Stevenson if he got rid of it quickly. I think he was kind of hoping for something a little bit bigger, and he didn't have time for that. So, pistol formation again. This time it's a 3-by-1. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Low snap. He's going to roll to his right. He's got a man wide open. He's going to get all the lost yardage back and maybe a yard after that. Maybe 2, actually.
I believe that's Eli, number 24.
Actually, they're going to give him the 40, so he got 3 after it. Who'd you get? Eli Atkins,
yeah,
number 24.
Number 24 was the receiver that time out of the backfield.
So it's going to be 3rd down and about 7. Ball's on the 40-yard line. Need to get up to the 47. It's a little screen.
Got it.
Fought for some extra right at the end, and where the mark's coming in, they definitely gave it to him.
Yeah, that's number 6, Jaden Harris.
Picked up 8 on the play. Good play from Harris. Fighting for that yardage. Had to have it.
That's a McNeely Plumbing first down.
So ball on the 48, 1st and 10. Pistol again. A little bit of a little hang up on the mesh, but Mahan pulls it out of there, which is probably the right play. Lamar played it pretty well, but Mahan able to get some yards. I think he ran into the back of his lineman. He might have got rode up a little bit there.
He did. I believe that's big number 76 for the Apaches. That's Cade Lackey.
We're going to have an injury timeout while they assist with Cade. Looks like he got it to the 49. I pick up a 3. Should bring up a 2nd and 7. Honestly, I think he got it to the 48. Pick up a 4. So I'll bring up 2nd and 6. And as they attend to him, we'll take a quick break. We'll be back right after this.
Every one of us starts out as a wide-eyed recruit, myself included. If I could go back, I'd tell that kid, get ready. You're going to serve alongside some amazing people. They're going to become like family to you. And together, you'll see and do things that will help change the world, that'll change you. One day, you're going to look up and be a better you. And this nation will be better for it too. I'm General Dave Goldfein. Come join us. Your nation is waiting.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality
With
chicken.
a bale of hay, a match, 16 razors. We're back here at Pottsville. 6:59 to go, 25-14, 2nd and 6. Mahan picked up 4 yards on 1st down. They throw it out. They're going to say he never had complete control of it. That was Stevenson. He was trying to get it. He was hit immediately. Good defense. It's going to be an incompletion. You know, the Lamar side, that's the far side of the field for them to see. They're probably thinking he had it, but you could tell that ball was never really stopped moving.
Big 3rd down play.
Yep, 3rd and 6, still at the 46. Or, sorry, 48. So I was writing down 3rd and 6. So I said 46. I just trips to the left, 1 to the right. So it'll screen, and it's batted down. What a play. I'm not sure if that was 67 that got his hand on it or number is it 2
or 3?
3, yeah. One of those two got their hands on it. It was either 67 Drake Bowen, know his mama, Ashley. She wanted us to tout on him tonight a little bit, and he finally got in there.
Yeah.
It was a big play. I'm sure he's had some tackles we missed, but it might have been Brandon Grice as well. Both of them were back there.
Huge play right here, 4th down for the Apaches.
4th and 6, and we don't want to say it, but this has a lot of game-ending implications on it. They really need to get this 1st down here. Got a little bit of time. Not sure who he's looking for there. Ball might have got deflected a little bit at the line. It's going to fall incomplete.
Yeah.
There is still 6:45. You need to get Lamar off the field. You know, Pottsville, you see how many timeouts we got on Pottsville side? 3 still.
Yeah.
Still got 3 timeouts. There's still time. You can't let Lamar go down the field methodically and get 3 or 4 first downs. That's what'll hurt you. Big 78 checking in, late substitution. That's Braxton Johnson. And by the way, while we were at that injury timeout, 76 did get off the field on his own volition. In the round, Good tackle on the backfield. Number 5, that's Trig Price, I believe.
Yeah, Trip Price.
Trip Price, yes, and nice play. I remember him when he came up as a 9th grader, him and Mahan the same night.
Yep.
I think it was number 44 back then, or 33. Mahan and him, one was 33 and one was 44, I believe, and he really showed out, and he just keeps on growing. He's a big old boy down there. Good defensive end. And that's what they needed. Make it 2nd and 12, 2nd and 13, 3-yard loss. They're going to hand it. Here's another one. Oh, he breaks the tackle. Almost breaks another.
And we have a flag.
It was 24 Atkins that held on for dear life there at the end. Got him down. Let's see if this is holding. Holding. The only problem is you lost that time, and then you get to replay that down. That's the only bad thing for Pottsville. But it was such a good gain, you don't want to decline it and give them that yardage because that makes it 3rd and short, you know. So, 10-yard penalty. It's going to bring up 2nd and about 23. Pottsville definitely coming downhill, pinning their ears back. They know they're going to run the ball. Good job getting a tackle in the backfield. Ball's going to be at the 36-yard line. Loss of, looks like a no gain. 3rd and 23. Back to pass. He's got Miller open, up in the air for a long time. It's hit at the last second. Great job from Atkins. It looks like 24 came over there and put a pop on him at the last second. And that's what they like to run. They know Miller can get up, and they just kind of throw that fade up to him, and Pottsville's starting to time that out and doing a much better job in the second half.
Yeah, Eli did a great job that time defending for the Apaches. Like you said, he timed his hit perfectly.
And I'm surprised Lamar threw the ball. I know it's 3rd and Lamar, but, you know, it's 3rd and TVDC at least. Right now it's 4th and same thing. So,
It was 3rd and actual
right. No. Got a late substitution here. And they're going to snap it. Almost blocked. That would have been huge for Pottsville. Going to have a chance to field it. It's going to bounce, kind of a sideways, neutral bounce. Now it gets a little bit of a Pottsville row. They'll down it at the 37-yard line.
4 minutes and 41 seconds left in the ball game. We got some work to do.
Now they'll move it to the 38, and they hand it off. Yep, 4:41 to go. Need some big plays. Pistol formation. 4 wide. Trips to the right. Mahan drops back to pass. Uh-oh. Got a guy that jumps the route. He's off to the races. He's going to be ran down, trying to strip it away. They'll get him tackled at the 10. Trying to see the number.
I couldn't tell who that was.
Stadium announcer said number 3, Brandon Grice.
Number 3, I think it was. Number 3's had a big game for the Lamar Warriors on all sides of the ball.
Picked that one off. Ran it back about 30 yards. Not a good night for these Apaches. Got to give Lamar some credit, though. They come in here with a good game plan. That one hurt right there. 11-point game. Just trying to run it out. Add an extra score here to ice it. But that one they hand off up the middle to number 25, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, number 40, wasn't it?
Yeah, they're in no hurry. They got the ball game in control with 4:14, 4:13 left in the ball game. Yeah, that pick hurt, but Pottsville's had their opportunities tonight. We just haven't capitalized on those. And hats off to Lamar. They have, like you said, they came in with a great game plan, and they have executed to the point, because they went down 14-0, and they came storming back.
Yeah. It's, 25 unanswered technically. It doesn't feel that way, but that's really what we've got right now. And I feel like Pottsville they had so many opportunities, and they just, something would happen, and they couldn't, continue the drives, and that turnover there. They really haven't had a whole lot of turnovers until that last one, but
had a couple of personal foul penalties that hurt us tonight. But those are things you clean up moving forward. We got a big game next week on the road, going to Clinton, and then we wrap up on the road at Dover.
Right.
Your stomping ground.
That's right.
Go Pirates, right?
Yeah, it's a tough time right now.
Well, tonight, because we're not playing them. But
definitely Dover through and through, but they're having a rough year. They got 2 wins right off the bat like last year. Took down Johnson County Westside, and then they got a big win against Atkins in the Rivals Cup, second year in a row. Atkins is still struggling right now as a program, but they look better this year than they did last year. Got a big sophomore class, but Dover, I love what they've done. They switched to a wing tee now, which I think fits their personnel better.
Right.
They've got what's his name? Used to be the O-line coach here. Came from Lamar.
Staggs. Was it Coach? No, it's not.
No,
Staggs.
it's
Stain.
Stain, yeah, Ben Stain.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, Coach Stain.
I knew it was being something. I just couldn't remember.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Oh yeah, Ben Stain is a great coach, a great O-line coach. So I feel like that's going to really help moving forward. And he's a Dover guy, so I don't know if he's going to. I don't know what his plans are. I don't know him personally, but he's a little bit younger than me in school. But I feel like he's going to be there for a little while. I'll put it that way. And they've got 5 pretty good juniors that have good size. I feel like he's going to help that, but they're learning that new offense, and when I've been there, there's been a lot of still some snap infractions, illegal procedures, still trying to figure out, getting crisp with it, put it that way. So
that discipline side of football.
Right. They got a great junior class that'll be seniors next year, and they've got a good senior class this year that they're losing. So, they got to start figuring it out now because got a little bit smaller classes coming up. But I will say the junior high, huge victory last night, 36-0 over Mayflower.
Wow.
So I was excited to see that.
That is good. It sounds like there's some future there in Pirate Land.
So Lamar gets it down to the 1. 4th and goal at the 1. They're going to go for it here with 3:34 to go. If they punch it in, it's basically over. If Pottsville can hold, it's tough sledding. You got to go 99 yards, and then you got to do it again. Green under center. Fullback he just kept it on a sneak. 40, Krotz was going to come in and push him. He didn't need to. He had gotten in there. Caleb Green had a great second half, gets his that's his first touchdown, I believe, of this half, but he got down and bopped out at the 2 earlier, and they ran it in from there. But he was really the man that made that drive continue on over and over, and gets another little added touchdown late.
Yeah, tough night for our Pottsville Apaches on senior night here at John Needham, but this is going to sting tonight. Shake it off and go to Yellow Jacket Country next week in Clinton, Arkansas.
Extra point is good. 32-14. Yep, Clinton's a decent program. They've got some talent. Seems like they're down a little bit this year from last year.
Do they have room in the press box for the media crew?
For some reason, I have never actually done football at Clinton. It's always been at either Dover or I've done basketball there. I really like their gym in basketball. They've got a giant gym up there, and it's a little bit older, and it's almost too big for a 4A school. But it's really nice. We went up there and did a game a couple years ago. Might have been, it was 2 years ago, and they had a lot of talent. Some of those guys play football. One of them still Emberton was one of them, and something like Stather or something like that, quarterback. They're pretty good, though. They've been kind of weird. You look at the schedule, it's like one week they're like, wow, Clinton's better than I thought, and the next week you're like, well, maybe not, you know. So they're kind of up and down. Maybe just what Pottsville needs to get back on track next week.
Well, like I said, this stings tonight a little bit, but we just got to let it sting, wake up in the morning, get ready for the Yellow Jackets of Clinton.
Yes, sir. And end out with Dover. And this CAC, with this looking like a Pottsville loss, CAC kind of has the number one track right now at the moment still. Still a lot can happen, though. This conference has a lot of parity.
Well, it does. That it does.
I want to thank everybody in the chat tonight. Jenny says, watching my great nephew, Jaden Harris, watching from Oklahoma.
That's good.
Thank you. Melissa Hosef says, watching Pottsville, 2 of my 3 kids. Go Pottsville. Mahan, he's going to get it out to number 6. He's got some room. Got a block out in front. Going to be a foot race. Got one man to beat. And he's going to get the tackle, but not after a huge gain all the way down to the 33-yard line. Number 6, that's Harris, and there is a flag on the play.
Is there a flag?
I haven't seen it. The stadium announcer said there was. Looks like it's coming back against the Apaches. It's going to be holding. Looks like they're saying it happened at the 37-yard line, so about 5 yards downfield. Or upfield.
Well, those are tough. You get
a
little hope going, and my goodness.
That negates about a 50-yard gain. So 3:03 to go, 32-14, Lamar in the lead. Pistol formation, trips right. One wide receiver to the left. He's going to roll out this way to the left. Mahan lowers his shoulder at the end of it as he goes out of bounds, but he gets all the way to the 39-yard line, maybe 38, where they're going to mark him.
You know, you get in, and I don't quite understand it. I think it's like a 13-point system, but you'd like to at least get another score here. I don't know if that would do anything for us as far as playoff standing.
Maybe helps some momentum for sure, though, going in the next week. Same formation. You're going to flip it out on a little, trying to get it to on a little top of a bubble screen. Had blockers out in front. Not able to get it.
Yeah, Lamar's coach is saying, man, that was a backwards pass.
No,
you see him.
I don't think that one was, though. I think earlier there was one that we got lucky on, but I think that one was a little bit forward. But if you're watching on ASN, you can rewind it and look, see, make sure. Jen Harris says, watching from the stands right under you, laugh out loud. Go number 6. That was her son. I'm figuring that had that big play that got negated a moment ago.
Yeah, that is Mama. Her and Dad John and Granddad Ben Harris was here.
Yeah, and there's also another Harris. It's J Harris P4. Let's go number 6.
There you go.
You got nice little play here on a toss. That was Cobb, I believe, 40, yes. And going to have a big first down. Gets it into Lamar Warrior territory. Ball marked on the 47. Back in the pistol. This time they'll put the trips on our side, the left side. He's going to roll their way. He's got a man. That's Atkinson. He gets tackled.
Or Stevenson, I believe.
I'm sorry, Stevenson.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Yeah.
Atkins and Stevenson put them together for some reason.
Well, you know, you got those numbers sometimes, man. They look like number 10 looks like 18,
right?
Which is Keegan Jones, and I have made that mistake all year long. Sometimes the numbers get hard to read.
3 wide this time. He's got a lot of pressure, and he's going to slip down. He's trying to make 23 miss. Had a guy open there at the last second. It's too much pressure to get it to him. Big loss on this one all the way back to the 45. Minute 55 and counting to go in this one. 4 wide, 3-by-1 again. Man's going to take off and run up the middle. He's got back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like he's going to have the first down. He's finally brought down at the 23-yard line, maybe the 22. They're going to give him the 22. No, they won't. They'll give him the 23. This referee's like, they take that next step and then they turn around and put it behind them.
Yeah.
Always throws me off. I got to slow down. So now we got trips again to the right, one to the left. Receiver, that's Harris. He caught that one. Good hands that time, showing some strength. He kind of mistimed his jump a little bit, kind of got hung up. Gave Lamar time to hit him right when he was getting that ball. Couldn't get nothing after the catch, but good job pulling it in for a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 21 now. Mahan, this is a straight-up draw, quarterback power. I say power, I don't think anybody pulled, but that was a run the whole time. And gets inside the 20 up to about the 18.
Probably got 2 more plays here, maybe.
Right. Unfortunately, it's a 3-possession game right now. It's score quickly and maybe get an onside, but you're going to got to do it 3 times. He tosses this out on the option to Cobb. He gets down to the 10. 30 seconds left. 31. They're going to stop the clock, remove the chains, and now it starts again. Passes low, not able to pull it in. Good attempt there from Harris. Couldn't quite pull that one in. Now the clock will stop with 22 seconds left.
Well, tough night for Apaches here in John Needham Stadium, but you fight for another day.
Pistol formation. He's got a man, and this one again a little bit short. You just kind of, Lamar's got your ears pinned back every time, and they know what you're trying to do, and you're trying to get that ball out quickly. Got time working against you, and a couple low passes by Mahan here. But the thing about Mahan all year is he's a very accurate quarterback. He's back to throw. He's got a man in the corner. This is going to be too far this time. That's going to bring up 4th down. Ball's on the 11-yard line. They do have a chance for a first down at the 1. But only 12 seconds left.
Yeah, they're going to probably try to find the end zone here.
Empty set this time. 5 wide. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. He's going to roll to the left. He's going to take off and run up the middle, and it's wide open for him. That's going to be another late touchdown. Mahan will tack on to his stats. Pottsville's going to make it 32-20, PAT and pending, with 7 seconds left, though. But maybe that's something the coaches can look at in game film and talk about, you know, a little bit of positive at the very end to kind of work on going towards Clinton next week.
Yeah.
Pottsville coming out for a 2-point. Quarterback's under center. He's going to toss it to Atkins, 24. And it's played very well that time from the Lamar defense. They're going to drag him down for a loss. 32-20, 12-point game. 7 seconds to go. Do you think Pottsville's going to even attempt the onside here? Just kick it off. Just squib it.
Kick it off.
They're throwing footballs.
Last home game. Well, last regular season home game. There's a possibility. I don't know what this loss will do to us. There's a possibility we might host.
Yeah, there's still a chance here.
Depends on how we play out and what the rest of the, like you said, the parity that we have in this league. Who knows?
I know the conference really matches up with I don't remember the name of that conference down there. Whatever. It's like this, I can't remember. I don't want to say it, but it's Crossett and some of those teams way down there in the southeast of the state, and it's a tough conference. There's a lot of athleticism, and you want to be the 1 or 2 at minimum.
Well,
give yourself a good chance.
Yeah, there is that onside kick. And
84 wide receiver there for the Warriors comes up and gets it. That's Cameron Smith, the junior. That's going to be it. Lamar's going to come out, and they're going to kneel it down in victory formation, and they get a big win over here after Pottsville went to Lamar and got a win there last year. They're going to return the favor here tonight. So Lamar gets back on the winning track after they lost one to Mayflower last week. Pottsville's going to drop their second in a row, their third loss of the year. They'll fall to 5-3. 4-2 in conference, though, and Lamar's going to move to 3-2 in conference. I think Pottsville's already had their bye week, haven't they?
No.
Or they haven't, but Lamar has. They're out. So that's going to be the final, 32-20. Pottsville loses to Lamar in a tough one right here at John Needham Stadium. We'll take a break. We'll come back with some end-of-the-game statistics right after this.
Every one of us starts out as a wide-eyed recruit, myself included. If I could go back, I'd tell that kid, get ready. You're going to serve alongside some amazing people. They're going to become like family to you. And together, you'll see and do things that will help change the world. That'll change you. One day, you're going to look up and be a better you. And this nation will be better for it too. I'm General Dave Goldfein. Come join us. Your nation is waiting.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real. To always keep it Tyson.
Ladies and gentlemen, just like the Apaches give their all on the field, Tyler Riley at River Valley Realty goes the extra yard for you. Experienced, dedicated, skilled, and ready to tackle your real estate goals head on. So when you're ready to make a move that's a guaranteed touchdown, don't fumble that opportunity. Connect with Tyler today, 479-970-5079. Again, that's Tyler Riley at 479-970-5079.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but there's power in the process. We value this moment because at ATU, every moment brings you one step closer to what comes next. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success. We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it, because first is who we are.
All right, we're back here for the last time tonight from John Needham Stadium. Pottsville falls in a tough win on senior night, 32-20 to the Lamar Warriors. We've got a D3 Auto Sales player of the game to announce. It's D3 Auto Sales here too, right?
Oh,
No. Who's y'all's player of the game?
Oh, I forgot.
well, we have.
Is it Tyson? Is it Tyson?
Well, we actually the player of the game, the sponsor.
Yes.
I done forgot.
I want to say it's Tyson Foods, but
It's
we
been
don't have it.
Tyson. I
Yeah.
know that's the player of the week every week.
Yeah, but Draxton Mediato,
Yeah.
number 3, and special teams. Our special teams played decent tonight, and this loss against a very good Lamar team. But number 3,
Draxton Mediano got that blocked extra point attempt.
You bet.
And Lamar also missed a field goal earlier. Part of that might have been because of the pressure on those
number
gunners coming around. So we're going to give it to Draxton Mediano. Great game tonight, sir, for you. And you're our player of the game, so congratulations. Just to finish out some of the stats, it was mostly Lamar all second half for the most part. Pottsville wasn't able to get a touchdown in. It was 18-14 at the half. No, was it? Or was it 14-12?
14-12.
Right. It was still their lead, and Lamar was able to get 3 touchdowns in that second half, and just too tough. That late pass interception down here by number 3 for Lamar, Mr. Brandon Grice, kind of sealed the deal there as they got him down to the 10-yard line, and that was a tough one to come back from. They had it was really number 7, the quarterback Green. He really had a great second half. He was picking up first downs on third down, 10-yard gains. Ran one for 18 down inside the 2-yard line. They were able to score right after that. They tacked on those 3 touchdowns in the second half. But that's about all we got stats-wise this second half is Lamar takes care of business here at Pottsville. Pottsville Apaches do score late. Get a little momentum going into Clinton next week. It's going to be at Clinton.
Yep.
And we're hoping Steve will be back, and we'll get Steve, and Jim's going to be there for sure, and Justin and Ray, our cameraman. We want to appreciate him. Going to be bringing you all the Pottsville Apache action from Clinton next week as the Apaches hope to get back on the winning ways. But we're going to call it a night from here. For myself, Duran Miller, for Jim, Justin, and Ray, we're going to say good night.